Always.
Hello
can't believe
there.
I had to ask it this
I
time.
am the Ace of Ham, and I am the Dungeon Daddy for tonight.
Wait. We should wait like
No.
another 2 minutes.
Hello
for
there.
your
I am
ads to
Rogue
finish.
Blades, and I am Rogue Blades tonight.
They'll have to watch the VOD.
Tristan just realized I already read a 3-minute ad. And it's currently going through
Okay,
right
Nazca,
now.
who are you?
I'm Nazca. I'm Roxanne. And I'm gonna run ads on Tristan's stream today.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
You said I'm going to run ads on. Okay, I heard a completely different sentence, and I was petrified. Anyway,
I'm gonna run ass.
So
I'm gonna run ass on Tristan's streams today.
Wait, I read
Hey,
a
You're not gonna do
6-minute
that.
ad?
You're not gonna do
Oh,
that,
5:30.
Nazca.
I
Nancy,
thought I
you're
read
not-
a 5.
I am.
I thought Milked Egg said he got a 5-minute and 30-second ad, and was like, wait, what? I read a 6-minute ad.
Hello,
I
Milk
totally read
Eggs
a
and Slipnir. Hey, Czar, who are you?
I am doing okay, Slipnir. It is
hi,
good to
I
see
am
you.
CzarBeefcake, and I am playing Robert Bob Lynn, the Goblin Bard and Master Bullshitter.
And it's time for
yes,
some
bullshit,
bullshit,
man.
technically.
Oh yeah.
It's not even time for bullshit. It's time for abject honesty and praying that other people believe you.
Alright.
I mean, abject honesty
Yeah.
backed by minimum 18 persuasion rolls, but yes.
Yes.
As we do.
Perfect.
Yes. That and my new healing spell. I'm so excited to use this.
Okay, well, all the cultists are dead, so I can get rid of that monster sheet.
I need to get a parrot.
No. There's still one left
In order
alive.
to be a real
He's
pirate, I
upstairs.
need
No,
to
I
get a
have
parrot.
her. I have her.
Him. You said him.
Oh, no, he's a guard. It's different.
I'm
Oh.
a pirate.
Oh, fair enough.
He has different stats.
Yeah, and I'm a
He
pirate.
has a short sword. Anyway.
Doesn't
Others
matter. I
People
have a
think they're
floating
guards
rock.
when I'm really the pirate.
Okay.
Kevin's stolen a lot of booty for being a pirate.
I literally have a girl right next to me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you
I
put
mean,
a
that
girl
is
right
fair.
next to you in the video? What do you mean?
That's fair enough. No, he's.
Oh, you
implying
mean
that
you.
He kidnapped. Miza for-
Oh,
I have
Miza.
kidnapped Miza, yes.
Oh my, oh no.
That was the joke.
Oh god. All right.
I don't know about this.
Alright, done with
I
that
don't know.
joke. Next.
I don't know how this is gonna shake out.
Next.
but we're gonna
New
have to see.
joke.
New joke.
New timeline.
Nazca.
Yeah.
What's the joke? No, so
Nazca.
Nazca
You
bought a
come here
GPU.
often?
Only on like Tuesdays.
it's Friday.
Stop.
Oh shit.
Stop.
I swear to Christ.
Alright, continue.
Jesus. Actually, we have like one more minute. Is everyone's stuff correct? Nazca, I made you. There's some
Yes,
stuff for you, but
I changed it out.
you don't get to change it out until you take a long rest. Anyway, moving on.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
You have to take a long rest in order to change out your spells, but it's okay.
Not the worst
Bob,
thing,
you
alright?
ended up picking a. I don't care. I don't think you even have fucking spells. Anyway, Bob,
I have
you.
one left.
Bob did
Yes.
a thing. You got a normal feat. You didn't need me to make something.
Oh,
So you're
yeah,
good.
I picked Spell Sniper. So I
Yes.
got Eldritch Blast as one
Acceptable.
of my cantrips.
That's acceptable. I was just making sure that I hadn't neglected you.
That's fine. So
Keegan,
I
yours
can't
is good
use
too,
Eldritch
right?
Blast until I take a long rest, correct?
Can't use
Or
what?
is that I can't use Eldritch Blast until I take a long
You
rest to
can
allow the level
use
up
it.
to take effect. Okay.
You have leveled up. The way that we're doing it is level ups are just a normal thing that happen in this universe as people become more.
Empowered.
As you become more known, legendary, I guess would be
Yeah.
the word. You get
Hot.
more powerful. It's harder to kill you and shit like that.
I am
That's how the
so
world
powerful.
works.
Yeah.
Um.
And I'm gonna be really tough to kill.
Yes. With that in mind, I believe Tegan's is also working. If it's not, let me know. And
Yeah, it is.
I think we're
Bad
ready
DM.
to play Dungeons and Dragons. So let's go. Let's play. So, when we last left off, having been kidnapped a second time
Rookie numbers.
on this little island you have found yourselves on, Roxanne was brought to a cultist hideout. A large, labyrinthine, hot, steamy, smoky, lava-filled. No, not like
Cultist
Tristan's room.
hideout.
Cultist hideout, where
Dungeons.
a bunch of fire cultists were preparing to sacrifice Roxanne along with an Abishai to attempt to summon their Fire Lord, the Lord of Fire. Rogue and Bob saw this happen, and you chased down, more or less, a little bit behind, but managed to make it there just fine. Chased down the cultist that had initially kidnapped Roxanne. You made your way into the cultist hideout, snuck around, brutally murdered some cultists.
I didn't mean to.
They were like that when we got there.
It's not my fault their heads are barely attached to their bodies.
And eventually found yourselves in direct combat with Miza, the mayor of the town, and a sort of warlock wizard who had been studying the plane of fire and attempting to summon her patron. So, as she prepared her ritual, you barged in on her, and she attempted to perform her ritual imperfectly, failed, and summoned a portal to what you can only assume is the negative energy plane.
I don't know, but there's some dead bodies there now.
Something bad, big black ball that is sucking in everything around it. Very fun. Very fun.
Like your mom.
Do not touch.
Nazca's feisty tonight.
A little bit. A little bit.
Really frisky. I like on 5 hours of sleep.
Same. Nice. So, you managed to whittle away Miza, and more importantly, probably kill the abominable creature that fell out of this portal. And you gathered up Miza's belongings, the other magical-looking items of the area, and left the vicinity rather slowly due to Roxanne, leaving behind you a doom portal. And
Biggle, how are we gonna close that? Okay.
I don't know.
What do you want us to do?
I don't know.
DM?
I don't know. I don't know what I want you to do.
Like,
I just...
You know, like how like janitors will put up like a caution and slippy floor. We'll just do
Yeah.
the same thing.
I mean, Roxanne put someone in it.
Caution, slippy
That didn't
portal.
seem to help. With that in mind, you also brought with you. You did. You picked up one of the cultist bodies and pushed them into it.
Yeah, but you.
It's fine.
You implied. Okay, whatever.
No, I said you did. I said it didn't help. I said it didn't fix the problem.
Oh, I thought
Anyway.
you said it did help a little. I was like, what? How?
No. With that, you brought Miza, who you had knocked unconscious but stabilized, with you wrapped up in a blanket, and hid her along with Rogue away in your room at the Landlocked Lady, the tavern that you had been staying at, this large ship that is, of course, landlocked. You got Miza hidden away there, and then Bob and Roxanne went into the main tavern area and announced that you had figured out the problems that were currently occurring on this island. So with that in mind, I think we can pick up with, let's say, Bob and Roxanne. First of all, you are currently in the lower deck of the ship. The ship itself, you'd know, is, including the top 4 stories, it's got this lower story 2 in between, and then it's got the top deck. You're heading up to the top deck right now. You've got a dark gray scaled lizard folk guard marching along with you.
Is he hot?
He's burly. He's a guard. He does physical activity often, but also stands around all day, so he kind of seems slouchy and tired. I don't know. He's fine. He's fine. If you're into lizard dudes, he's probably fine.
I don't know, but 5 hours sleep is probably a bad idea. All right.
So, lizard folk guard heading with you. He's got a spear on his back, a short sword at his side, currently not drawn. And you had convinced him that the several problems of this island of Armoria, specifically the giant jungle that had sprouted out randomly, and the sort of cultist activity on the island seem to have been related, and you have discovered that there is indeed a cult on the island that is performing rituals which have summoned the jungle in the first place. So you were heading up to arrest a guard that you know to be a cultist. With that in
Yes.
mind, you walk up the flights of stairs in the back section of the landlocked lady. Walk up the sections of stairs. Let me get the correct thing and make sure I'm looking at everything correctly.
While you're doing that, may I take a moment to get something done so my chat can stop screaming at me?
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I love you. You love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
Well,
I love you.
it's happening.
You love me. We're best friends like friends should be with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
Well, thank you for the
Beautiful.
scariest performance of a children's nursery rhyme I've ever heard.
Children's show
Cool.
song.
It's just a Barney music. Come on.
It's just Barney music.
Barney terrified
Barney.
me.
I mean,
Barney-
they put together a bunch of rewards to equal 10k points, so I felt like they deserved it.
Yeah,
They
I know. I
managed
was
the
looking
whole
at,
thing.
I've been looking at your chat because I have like all your chats pulled up, and I just see them like spamming about it. It's like, oh,
They're
Oh.
ready. They got it all.
yeah, they're ready.
Yeah, okay, sorry,
So
please
you
continue.
bring. This guard's name is Hurley. Did I do this
Indeed.
right? Did I write this down right? No, the guard you're going to arrest's name is Hurley.
Oh, okay.
You haven't asked this guard's name. So you would know, you head up the stairs of the
Oh,
landlocked
I
lady.
asked for his name while we're walking up. Duh. Easy clap.
Brick.
Brick
Why
and
were
Morty.
he called? Why are you called Brick?
My name is Brick.
Brick and Morty.
I am Brick.
Did a break happen to fall on you when you were a child and your
No.
parents named you that? Is like your sister named Rose?
No. I have no sister.
Roxanne, please, let's not aggravate the nice
uh,
guard. Let's just get
you-
this done.
You thud your way up the
Asking
rest of the way and find yourselves on the upper floor. Now the upper deck section, this open area. Again, around you, it's currently now like just prior to noon, just barely midday. The sun is high overhead. There's a little bit of shade actually from some of the trees. Otherwise, you get the feeling this area would normally be very hot. But right now you're in sort of this muggy, tree shaded environment as you step out onto the upper deck. And Bob, you don't know what guard you're looking for, so Roxanne, what do you do? What do you do as you step up onto the deck? You look around.
Look for him, obviously.
Okay,
duh.
make me
Easy
a perception check as you
Can I
step
use
up
my
onto this
knife to
deck and look at
bone
it.
it?
Yes, you can. It's also
Alright.
hovering around, looking for
Alright.
things. So you got advantage.
Yes. Which is okay. That did help. 18.
18. Okay. You look around and you see several guards. There appear to be 6 guards up here right now.
My knife told me 5. I guess it can't count.
also might be a new guard. You're not certain. 5 guards that you don't recognize, and then Hurley, the guard that arrested, kidnapped, and stabbed you earlier today, is currently sitting in the corner. He seems to have a bloody nose from you throwing a rock in his face earlier. Looks like he's got like a scar down part of his face. He's got a bandage wrapped around like his ear area as well. You kind of smacked him really hard and blew up a rock next to him.
I know
So-
no rocks blew up. They all can use counterspell.
Oh, that's true. You just hit him with a rock. Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's got like a big scar across the front of his face
I
from getting
walked
smacked with the
up
rock.
to him with the rock in my hand. Well, with the rock flying up next to me, it's like that's the guy, and I point at him.
Okay. So you point at him. The other guards are like looking around. They're all just like stationed on top of the ship. They seem to have by now realized that the mayor is missing, like you had mentioned earlier. But now, so there's like each of the like exits, the stairs on the side are covered by Hurley and another guard, and you go up to Hurley, and you point at him, say that's him. Brick goes up and says, "You are under arrest." And Hurley just goes, "What? No, what do you mean? I didn't do."
You're a cultist.
You're
I
that
do the arresting. I don't get arrested.
you're that woman that hit me with a rock this morning.
You're the guy who tried.
What do you
to
think you're
kidnap
doing
me.
accusing me?
What do you
Who are
think
you
you
to
are
accuse
doing
me?
being a cultist?
Brick, having been already convinced by you, first of all, disarms Hurley, goes up and pulls Hurley's short sword out of his scabbard on his side, and
Was it just us and Brick? No.
there are 5 guards. There's one right next to you right now that's kind of like looking on at this, like, okay.
I'm just saying, like, we went up with just one guard.
You went up with 1 guard. There are 5
Alright,
other
then-
guards aside from Hurley.
Yes.
Hurley being a 6. So there are
Okay.
7 up here right now. That's all that's on this deck right now. There don't appear to be any commoners.
I know, I was just
any
wondering if it was
non-guards.
like a smart idea to arrest a guard with only one
Um,
guard.
Brick currently is he disarms Hurley, and the other guard next to you is kind of looking on confused, and a guard from across the way who is currently next to like the stairs that you came up from and the door to Miza's abode. That guard just shouts from across the way, "Hey, what are you? Why are you arresting
Hey,
him?
us of
What is happening?"
y'all, a cultist! Come clean now.
Do you want to make an
Roxanne,
insight check as you
please.
shout that?
Yeah,
Roxanne, please.
It's sure. I got a 5.
You shout that and look around. You don't know. You have no idea. These guys
They
are.
all could be
They're-
cultists.
It's shady. It's hard to look across everywhere. There's
They all
lots
could be
of.
There's the
cultists.
sun in my eye.
Kill them all.
Rogue.
I reached into my bag
That
and
was
threw it.
Rogue,
sinister
you
things from below
hear-
decks.
Rogue, you also hear shouting coming from now the upper floors, as opposed to they were the lower floors a couple of moments ago.
They can handle it. They can handle it. They can handle it. They can handle it.
Okay.
They can handle it.
I
Bob,
guess.
what HP were you?
Yeah,
Don't
Bob,
worry
what are
about
you
me.
doing as Hurley is disarmed?
This man is a cultist who participated in the kidnapping and assault of this elven woman here. And we're getting to the bottom of this.
You point to Roxanne. Roxanne, you are clearly still slightly injured. And did
This
you
man's- what?
did you clean yourself off in any way, or are you still
I don't
covered
think
in
so.
like dirt
No.
from having rolled down hills?
Roxanne-
And...
We did take
never.
a short rest. We did take
Both
a
of us
short
are
rest.
covered in soot, though. Like, we
All
took
right.
a rest, but we didn't clean ourselves off at all.
Bob
fair enough.
Bob threw on some of his clothes, but he's
probably
still
put on his
like
pants.
due to short rest,
never
but he's not.
I never said that. I was still in my underwear this entire
You're
time.
still in
Oh.
your
Underwear covered in soot.
You're a
and-
goblin. You're a little goblin man in shorts yelling at people.
Yes.
You
Who-
are the
who's
one
been-
who took my friend away from me.
He's being very persuasive.
Yeah, make me a persuasion check, Bob, as you now are attempting to convince the rest of these guards.
I don't even think Roxanne rolled high enough to give advantage.
I don't think so. I think Roxanne is too busy glaring at the guards suspiciously.
Hmm.
So,
And I have like a rock in my hand, like I'll do it again.
Oh, hold on. It's not rolling for me. Give me a second.
I'll throw another rock at you, Hurley. I'll do it. Don't question me. You stab me, I'll stab you.
Oh, I have to log in again.
you
Shit.
have fled the battle, Bob.
Oh no.
You're gone, Bob.
Bob FM.
Bob.
Oh my gosh, don't look now.
At
Looks like
8:30
Bob
in the
walked in.
morning.
You walked in, look the hot
Okay.
Oh
man.
gosh,
up.
Bob's here. Let's do it. Let's do persuasion.
All right, 18. Because it's a
18.
minimum.
Yep. You look around at all of them, and insight check wise got a natural 1, and Hurley's also got very low. So all of them are just kind of like,
Man,
Yeah,
shit, I
this-
might
this
be a
makes sense.
cultist.
no, it's like, all the guards just like shrug a little bit, like we can deal with this when
I'll
Missa gets
believe it.
back, I guess. Yeah, that's fine.
I believe
This
it.
is part of the cult.
Oh, wait, your mayor was the leader of the cult. We have her
Oh.
tied up.
That's
Oh.
where?
Would you say the second part?
We can
Oh.
take it to her. Don't worry about it. They're
Don't-
here in the landlocked lady. But,
You see Hurley upon
Who's
hearing
like
that as
Saint-
well.
Saint Laurent?
Hurley
lady.
like swivels, and attempts to like jump off the boat, which is a bad idea. But he's also gonna have the other guy's like already attempting to grapple him.
I'm next up to him.
The
He
guy,
tries to run away.
the
Can I have
lizard
my knife
folk-
give him an advantage.
the lizard folk, Brick, goes ahead and wraps an arm around Hurley, and Hurley is now disarmed and held in place around his waist by Brick, who just like yanks him back onto the boat, and you can hear this clanking of chainmail against each other as they both kind of like struggle against each other for a second, and then
Well,
Hurley is
can I have my knife help him?
pinned. Your knife like looks at Hurley. Your knife right now, it's just literally a sharp rock. It's not like a long like needle that you were using for other stuff. So yeah, it's sort of like slightly smoldering and igneous right now as it looks up and
Please.
otherwise. I'll have Hurley. No, I'll have Brick make an intimidation check with advantage to subdue Hurley. And then
Then my knife is looking mighty angrily right
Hurley gives up. Hurley's standing there. He okay, you got me. Fuck. She's kind of looking
now. Can I slap him in the face?
flustredly. I mean, yes. Are you trying to deal damage, or are you just
No,
pissed at him?
Just slap him. Just mad at him because he's
You
still
hit him
stabbed
across
me.
the face.
Roxanne, let's
Maybe
not
fair.
assault the prisoner in custody. I feel like that's frowned upon.
Brick shuffles Hurley around and
No, I did
Brick
slap
just
him.
fucking punches her.
manacle. He turns around and just fucking decks you in the face. No.
We love
Um,
police brutality.
Jesus Christ.
Brick
shouts.
shuffles Hurley around and manacles his arms behind his back. Well, I suppose we should bring this one down, and you have the mayor?
Yeah.
We have the mayor. The mayor was in charge of the entire cult, is responsible for the devastation of the island, and was attempting a second summoning, which created some sort of void creature we then had to kill. It was.
yeah.
I'll give you the whole story after you have them both in custody. Keep in mind, though, your mayor's a magic-y person, so you might
Yeah.
want to keep them gagged and bound so they aren't casting any spells at you guys.
Also, they really like fire, so maybe put them in like a water barrel. Just like
Let's ignore
know.
Roxanne. It's fine.
That's
just
fucked
talks
up.
sometimes. Yeah, a little bit.
Sounds
Okay.
she's messed up. She killed Aki-chan.
Who's
Don't worry,
Aki
I'll
chan.
explain everything. So let's go collect the mayor before.
Aki-chan.
But
Just so that
I'll
everybody's
just
in the same place.
I'll go grab the mayor and like Rogue, and you can just walk down with them.
Well, I was figuring that like the guards could come with us. In
Yes,
order
we
to
should
provide
separate the
backup.
party again.
No,
Yeah,
no, it's
don't
just
do
gonna be
that, Roxanne.
quickly. It's
No,
not
The
gonna be, like,
guards look
quickly.
around. The guards look around as you're suggesting this, Bob, and just go. I mean, we're here. We're waiting for the mayor. So, yeah, I guess
Come
if you have the
down.
mayor, we'll go with you.
Excellent, thank you,
Cool. Okay.
I wanted to split the party.
Roxanne. You're staying with me.
No,
You.
I will grapple you and cling to your back like a
You-
goddamn backpack, and I'm smart
I
enough
will
to do it.
take you to the
He just
sky
goes
limit
around
and down.
Roxanne's arms and grabs a
Um,
hold of his feet.
So, Rogue, you very quickly after this shouting up above
I
hear
won't heal
a
you anymore,
large number
Bob.
of people marching towards your room.
The door's locked.
Door is locked.
I
The
run
door
up
is
to the
locked.
door ahead of them though and
Yeah.
knock on it, and it's like, Rogue, room service.
Do you respond, Rogue?
What if it's someone who's not my friend?
Rogue, open the gosh dang door.
It could be a mimic.
Rogue, it's Bob and Roxanne.
Mimic
Just
these
let
nuts.
Roxanne
Just
could be
open
two
the
mimics.
door. Don't make me break this down.
You couldn't if you tried, but I can pick the lock.
You what? Is that a challenge, Bob?
What is the name of the ship we rode in on?
Your mom. Oh shoot, that's actually good.
I honestly cannot remember that out of
I can't
character.
remember. I am trying to.
You both want to make history checks
Yeah,
in the
sure.
moment. In this moment, as Tegan mentions it,
I got a natural 20.
I got a 17.
it was the sea's deceit.
Okay,
Just
good.
see-
I remembered it right.
What's the hot guy that you simp for?
Okay, they're not mimics, but
Yeah,
Roxanne,
yeah.
maybe, but.
I'm not a mimic, Rogue.
You
Open
can't
the
hear me. I'm muttering.
I
All right, I go and I unlock the door.
Okay. Clunk,
slapped
clunk.
Rogue in the face for just doubting us.
You put the key in the lock hole and
I would like to dodge. I always dodge.
the door opens to reveal Rogue.
Wait, no, I hug Rogue. It says,
I don't think any of you have a high enough passive perception to see the person stuffed behind the door.
Where's
So-
the mayor?
"Oh wait, oh,
Mayor? What mayor?
Rogue, we're turning her into the guards. Where is she?
we already told them."
Are the guards cults?
The guards are not cultists. We arrested
least
the
not
one
the
guard
guard.
that
It was
is.
just one.
It was just the one.
Yeah.
Okay. Rogue
break-
walks over
break is
and
kinda
just kind
hot,
of
so
pulls
he's
the
trustworthy.
blanket off where Miss is.
You just give a little and a Misa just she rolls out like a
like a fruit
Guide,
roll up.
bound,
like a fruit
blindfolded.
like a fruit roll up. She unwounds and she tumbles onto the ground. She's on the ground.
There
She's
is a bed.
unconscious.
Right there. That's where I put my bed.
Yeah, she's unconscious. She's
All
on
right.
the on
Here's
the,
your
on the
side.
mattress.
prisoner, the Mayor Miza.
Should we we can't just leave her in there. There's a window.
If you guys have some sort of a brig or a jail or something,
We
it might be
had
better.
one. It's in town. We could
We could lynch her.
no
No.
no.
Jesus, Roxanne.
What? Isn't that what you're supposed to do with witches? Or we should test if she's a witch.
You're a witch.
We should test if she's a witch. We should throw her in the ocean.
She's a wizard. She studies
Please.
the arcane arts. She was
Please.
smart. We figured she'd be a good leader
I
in
I
this
believe
time.
it is more warlocketry, but
All right,
that's
how
just
about
me.
this? Lock her in a supply closet, and we'll call that a makeshift jail cell. How about that?
We could
Ooh,
do
do
that.
you have a supply closet?
We got some sorta.
Does
Yeah.
it have any ways out? Very small holes.
Tie her down to a toilet so that she's able to use it if she needs to.
This little one is very angry.
Yeah.
Kill the Agni-chan.
That is the third.
To be fair,
kidnapping
Roxanne
attempt.
was kidnapped. Yes, they attempted to kidnap Roxanne twice. Were successful the second
Well,
time after
yeah.
also stabbing Roxanne and held her
But
in a
I
jail
also,
cell
like-
and then killed her friend.
But I also chucked a rock at that dude and he kind of got hurt. I stabbed into him as well.
Oh,
And you were I heard you yelling. You were planning on doing it again.
Yeah, I would do it again.
I'm guessing Hurley's
Murder.
just like cowering.
Right.
I was like, ah.
Fuck.
That being said, let's get these two locked up somewhere, and then you can administer your own kind of justice. Like
Yeah,
whatever.
they bring them
Hopefully
a
indifferent
couple of
jail cells.
doors
I do
down.
not want any collusion.
There is a non-windowed section of
I just
rooms at
grab
the end
Misa
of
over
this.
my shoulder and
The end
follow
of
him.
this, so this second floor is a bunch of rooms. And the ones along the sides have windows, but the ones on the back of the ship, for structural integrity, are much more oblong and do not have windows. So
Fair.
they bring them to the back and put them in 2 separate of the 3 back rooms, and leave some guards to guard them.
Can
Yeah.
I see into the room?
There is a small slit under the door that you could probably lean down and see under the floor.
So they're just walking him into a room.
Did
where
these
they won't be able to
these
see.
guards that
There's
these
guards
that
outside. There's
stayed and
people on both
to
sides.
watch over them? Did they volunteer to do that?
Not specifically. I mean, you see, there is. Doesn't appear to be like a captain of any of these guardsmen here right now. They're just all standing.
I'm very
in
sus of the
position.
guards.
I am.
You can make
too.
an insight check if you want, Rogue.
I would
the
love
guards
to. Thank you.
Don't necessarily volunteer themselves so much as like 4 of them stay in the hallway, and then the other 2 go out to be on the rest of the ship.
I can't. It did not. I rolled it. What is it? Please tell me.
You might need to refresh
I do
as
not
well.
see. I'm gonna refresh mine as well.
Alright,
Yeah,
did as
probably
well.
wouldn't be a bad idea.
Oh yeah.
I know. I just.
I'm
revealed my
going to
business
turn
email that I
off
use for
my
everything.
screen because it's having me re-enter my password.
Oh yeah, no, I already had it auto.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, I revealed my business email that I openly admit to. naskalink@gmail.com.
Send me your business information at naskalink@gmail.com.
Yeah, like if any like sponsors like ships want to like send like any
Fuck, what did I-
sponsorships that way, like that'd be nice. But other
The
than
fun
that,
thing about Proton Mail is I can actually have up to five fake email addresses that all just redirect to my inbox.
I just have a bunch of fake emails.
I just have the one, then I can collect everything in one inbox.
How
Yeah,
many
but what
fake
if I
email-
don't
You
want
don't know
them
how many
to collect
alternative
stuff?
accounts
I
I
have
have.
fake emails that delete themselves after a certain time. It's important. I have to find my password. I put it somewhere in my room.
Oh no.
You have hard copies of your
He's
passwords
got-
just lying
and
around.
soft copies.
Tegan is a rogue in real life. He's got a.
I've got them hidden. Don't worry.
It's hidden. It's written in Thieves' Cant somewhere. It's like a long
It's
message
Thieves'
where if
Cant.
you read the third
Thieves'
letter of each
Cant.
word, it.
He just like unfurls a scroll full of binary.
Yeah, I write down all my passwords in binary.
what about trinary?
You know what? Sure, let's go with trinary.
No.
Because everyone uses trinary. You know, 0, 1, 2, 10, 11, 12, 20, 21, 22. That's my
Yep.
favorite system.
That's my favorite system too.
The only thing I've ever heard of trinary computers being used in is the Technocracy for Mage the Ascension.
All right, let me roll
Thinking,
that inside check.
Quantum
Man, it's
computers.
1/3 more.
Okay, that's a
information.
20. Unnatural.
Okay.
On that insight.
These guards do not seem suspicious.
Like they're cultists.
They do not seem like cultists. They seem to have been rather upfront and.
I want to talk to Miza about what she do.
They should be very careful.
That's fine. You have got Miza in manacles and unconscious currently in a room.
And also
Wow.
gagged
And,
because
yeah,
letting
and
a
then you
wizard
have-
use verbal components is dangerous.
No,
Yes.
don't worry, I have a plan for that.
and then you have another manacled Hurley in a separate room. He's over there.
Can I stabilize Miza so that she wakes up?
Well, she's been stabilized.
She's
She has to wake
stabilized.
up all
She
the
just
time.
needs
Can
to
I
be
like
woken up.
violently?
You
can
can,
just, like,
slap her on
Can
the
I
chin.
violently
Wake her up?
shake Miza to wake her up?
You
can try
know,
that.
you know what they say
Wait,
when
wait,
you
wait,
see someone in a car crash.
Roxanne,
Shake them away.
Wait.
Leave them alone for right now. Just leave them alone. We need.
No.
We need
I
to
go
rest.
to the kitchen, I grab a cup of water, head back, and pour it on.
boiling
Roxanne,
water.
I swear to
Boiling
God. Well,
water.
first
So,
off,
you're at
First,
you're at a
ask the
locked door
guards.
right now, so yeah, you're welcome to ask the guards to open it, but you have Bob
I
begging
mean, you can throw it through the. Wait, no, this isn't a cell. This is a door.
Yeah, it's a door.
You're gonna throw the water through the bars.
I ask the guards, like, I'd like to talk to Midza about the business of this island.
The brick is still here. He just goes, she's unconscious.
I have this cup of water for that.
That's
you
not
seem
going to work.
violent currently. Perhaps
Oh no,
should
no,
take
no,
a
no.
moment.
No violence at all.
breathe,
No
and
violence. I am.
We will
I am
figure
the least
out
violent.
What's just
I
going
no
on
violence here.
soon.
See, I have this friendly rock too. Look at him, look at him dance.
Your rock is like smoldering angrily, shoots around the air, murderous intent.
I'm ready to kill that fucker.
I'm as calm as a stone right now. All right. I just want to talk to Midza.
You
Bob
don't
just
seem
and
calm.
leaves. He just goes to where he can get a bath before he changes back into his clothes.
Okay, Bob, you head to the.
I just want to ask Midza about how this island and how the trees got here. Seems very interesting.
She told us it was a fucked up ritual.
Yeah, but which
She must have-
ritual? Which ritual? Do you know what ritual this is?
And her fire god. Jesus, were you paying attention to that, Roxanne?
But what summoned the trees? I know, but like, what entity summoned the
There's
trees?
so much
Is the
frustration in this
Is the
room.
entity still out there?
DM,
It's completely
what's
set up right now.
DM, what's Ignorum's plane of existence?
I'm not telling you. You don't know. You don't know who that is.
No, I'm talking out of character.
No, you don't know.
It's like Forestia or something.
Forest.
Look, all right, it means that, and that's all I care about.
Yeah, it does mean
Bob,
that.
I want to talk to Midza about what she summoned to get these trees. What she was trying to summon, and said that she messed it up already. So therefore, by project elucidation, you would have been
Bob
that
walks
back.
back over. Roxanne.
Roxanne.
You know how she fucked
Elemental
up that
plane
last
of
summon,
wood.
and instead of summoning her fire god, she summoned a void creature that we then had to murder and not get eaten by? Remember how all that took place?
Yes.
Exact same thing happened, except instead of summoning a void creature, she summoned trees all over the island.
Yeah,
it was the
but
exact same circumstance. There is
Yeah,
no
but
information you can get by interrogating this woman.
there was a
I'm
deity that
I
spawned.
recommend you do the same. And then
Maybe
Bob
there
walks
was
away.
some evil druid that spawned. All right.
Evil druid, evil druid, evil
Yeah,
druid.
evil druid. Maybe she's not the fire tree witch, but she's at least a fire witch.
Arborea!
Tegan, you need
I look-
Tegan's
Bob-
sitting here fucking crying at his brain cells, begging them to tell
I
him.
look at Rogan's like, you want to help me interrogate Midza?
I am currently thinking about what to do.
Oh, well, you can just sit there and watch me to make sure I don't act out.
To be fair, how would I stop you if you acted out? What do
I
you
don't know.
think I can do?
Tell me to stop.
That's about it.
I mean, you probably could do other stuff. You're probably stronger than me.
I highly doubt it, personally.
I don't know. You want to arm wrestle?
Out of character, knifing her
Not
seems
right
to
now.
work.
Yeah.
Just kill
Thank you,
her.
God.
Just kill her and then it's done. It's over with.
You want to arm wrestle, Rogue?
Not particularly.
All right. I'm tired.
I've had a long day as well.
Yeah.
I
I think Midza has as well, so she probably should get some rest and like heal up.
believe that
Wow. You really got
Maybe
some
I
dust in your
should-
throat.
return to my room.
Yeah. I should probably take a bath. Look at these clothes. They're dirty and messed up and scrapped. Look, there's even like this giant stab wound in me still.
Yeah,
did that get
go
there?
get yourself fixed up.
Get there.
We can have a nice long talk with Mizza in the morning when
Yes.
we're all feeling right as rock salt.
Rock salt.
Right, it's rock salt. God damn it.
is the only way I can think of to get through that head, okay?
Rock
salt.
references, rock references, rock references.
Why did you say rock salt?
It's a rock, and it's right as rock salt. It's a turn of phrase. I'm going to my
A
room,
turnip
and I'd like
phrase?
to walk towards
You
my
walk
room.
20
I'm
feet
still
and turn right, and you are back in your room. Yes.
Thank you.
I'm just so confused what just happened. Like, oh, okay.
I go and sit on my bed without the mattress after laying out the many ball bearings.
I
So there's many ball
I-
bearings on the ground behind a locked
Many
door.
ball bearings on the ground, mattress in
go
the
sit
corner.
next
I'm in the bed frame.
I go sit on the
Okay.
second mattress in Rose's room. Don't you have two in there?
You guys have a
You're
whole
walking through the
setup in
door
there.
after I
Yes.
put all the ball
You
Yes.
bearings,
okay, Roxanne? You walk up to the door to like open it, and you
and
hear
it's locked.
clunk, 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 as a large number of ball bearings all
Oh,
Roll
rogue
out
being
onto the
rogue, and I
floor.
open the door and I walk in.
it's logged.
It's locked.
Oh, and I open the door. I unlock it.
You still don't have a key for anything.
I knock on the door like, Rogue, it's me, let me in.
I prefer to be alone currently.
Rogue, it's me, let me in.
Just no response.
Dang. I don't even have a room anymore.
You still have a room. It's just burned and locked from the inside.
I don't have a
Actually,
room
yeah,
It doesn't have a
anymore.
lock. I broke it off.
That's true. It's
You
Oh,
could
broken.
Get in
You
there.
could open that one, yeah.
I open
There's
it,
lots of
look in it,
rooms.
just remember, no, I don't really want to be in here. It's like, wait, I could go up to Mrs. room.
You could.
I go up to Mrs. Wait, I go up to the bartender and ask her, "Can I have Mrs. room since she's the evil fire witch and she no longer needs a room?"
I, Barlinda, have not heard this part of the story yet.
What? She?
Barlinda.
Wait, I swear, I swear.
Yeah, we named her Barlinda last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What are
Bob
you?
just
What are
came
you
into
talking
the
about?
Bob came into the bar and just yelled it out.
Yeah, but
You didn't hear that? That the Bob, the little the
he didn't
goblin.
say he didn't say Mizza did it. He just said you've had a
Oh.
cult.
Oh, yeah,
Mizza
no,
did
no.
it?
Yeah, Mrs. is the cult leader.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
That
yeah.
changes things.
that's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
she's tied up in
To be fair, Bob
Grabs
did
you
say
and holds
Mrs.
you
was-
down.
Murdered you. Barlinda was the
Yeah.
cult leader all along.
Barlinda was part of the
I don't know if
fight.
you're a
Bob
cultist
did
and
say
part of
that
her,
Mizza was the cult leader.
but she's currently
okay.
being guarded in a
Oh.
storage room over there somewhere. I don't remember. With like some big hunky guards in front of it, guarding
Oh.
her tied up.
That's
There's also another guard out next in like the room next
if this
to it.
is this
tied up.
supposed to be secret information or are you?
No. You didn't hear the little goblin guy come in and yell it?
Not all of it.
Oh,
He was
fair enough. You're
he was
probably
loud
working.
and fast and talking to a guard. It was confusing.
And you were working.
And
too,
everyone
fair
was
enough.
like cheering / not cheering / confused. It's a little. It was a
Yeah,
lot.
It was a little weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, can I have Mrs. room since she's no longer allowed in it?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage
Why is it disadvantage?
because you're.
'Cause
It's
that's
weird.
quite an
It's a weird
outrageous
question.
All right, I got a
claim.
You're being
3.
super weird.
She
I got
goes,
3.
Being fairly weird about it.
"No, darling.
All right. Well,
It's
unlocked
probably going to be
anyways, I'll
part
just
of an
go up.
investigation at this point."
Oh wait, that's actually a really good point right there. Oh yeah.
Now she listens to logic.
Huh.
Huh.
Huh. You make a
Huh.
good point there.
Bob, what are you doing?
Bob is just attempting to bathe.
Okay, you've gone to the
So-
sort of bathroom quadrant of the
Yeah.
Really? You're quite a
There's
smart.
one on the second floor and one on the third floor, so you just head up to one and
That's where my weight is.
get some warm water and are
Oh.
doing some
Well,
bathing.
anyways, can I have
Okay.
a new room because my room door
It-
is locked, broken, and it's like really burnt up because they tried to kidnap me like the other day.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Do you have like a more secure room though, without a window, so like no one can like sneak in? or,
There's
throw me
3
out?
on the second floor. You said they were being. Do you want the? Which ones are currently locked? Most of the guards have extra keys for most of the rooms, but
Yes. I don't know what you
You
just
need-
said, but yes.
There's one room on there's 3 rooms on the second floor that don't
Which
have
one's the
windows.
safest?
I believe the middle one. I don't know.
Does it have a window?
No, this the 3 that don't, like you asked.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good enough for me.
Okay. She hands you a key.
Thank you.
She's handing you a key to Mrs. Door right now, just so you're aware.
What?
You had just asked for the rooms that don't have windows on the second floor. Those are the ones that Ms. and the guard are in.
Oh,
There's one more on the right side, but
Oh, I thought you were saying like she was actually like handing me like the room, like the Mrs. room key, like the actual
no,
like, her actual.
no,
Oh,
the room that
no.
Miza is in.
Oh,
Oh,
if I knew that, then I would probably actually.
She's
like, add...
confused, milked eggs. Like we all are.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Wait, start walking away. Like, wait,
What is it?
wait, there's someone in this room. I walk back, like, wait a minute, there's someone in that room. Can I have the third key?
Uh,
No, I'll trade you.
Yes,
The room without the person in it.
She
People hiding in.
confusedly swaps around
Don't
the keys
worry.
and hands you.
It will all make sense eventually. I'm still making
I'm
sense
going-
of it.
Okay.
I got stabbed. Yeah.
Yes. Hopefully that's fine.
Hopefully it is.
Have a good rest.
You too.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
You walk back upstairs, walk past the guards, I guess, and go in the third room.
Yeah. I wave at the guards as I pass by and I give them a nice smile.
Little do we know there are secret wall panels between each of these rooms. They attempt to sacrifice Roxanne again.
It's always the cult.
sense. Okay, you go
Alright,
into a slightly
Are we
smaller
taking a
room.
long or short rest?
You have only been awake for like 4.5 hours.
I guess a short rest. Wait, can I do re-infuse on a short rest?
Yes, on short rest you can switch up
Okay.
your infusions, I believe.
Alright, I'll look into that and tell you.
You can
in a
also
minute.
switch your rocks type and stuff too.
Oh yeah, and then also, can I? No, I can't change spells. Oh, I could prepare a healing stone though.
Yeah.
Do you happen to add that as an item?
It's not an item, but the spell explains how it works. It's the same as like magic stone or your other rocks that you're making, right? It's not like a magic item in the same way as like an actual magic item is.
Oh, are you able to make it so I can show how
You
many
could-
I have prepared?
Yeah, you can make a custom item and just name it here.
Oh, custom. I can customize it.
Yeah.
Notes. One prepared.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
Am I good
I'll-
to take a short rest?
No,
Yeah,
take a
everyone's
short
going to take a
rest.
short rest. You already took
Alright.
one earlier as well. I will.
Well, I would
I
like
should
to
probably
clean
remind
up.
everyone. I believe there's
Prepare.
magical items between the group that could be detected, identified, or otherwise if you wanted to as well. If you wanted to attempt to identify them over the course of the short rest, if you wanted to use the identify spell, whatever thing you want to do.
They're gonna have to get into the room first.
Oh,
Well,
here.
Bob has some, I believe, and
I have the stuff that Miza had, which was most
I'll
of the
say,
magic items,
I have the Book of the Bear.
and
You have
the
Book of Bear.
other wand that Miza had.
you have Book
I
of
have the
Bear
wand that was
and
on Miza. You have the
yes.
wand that
the-
wasn't on Miza.
I believe
Fourth
you.
level.
I believe Bob has a spell scroll and a like regular looking black wand. Rogue has a red wand,
I have
a set of studded
red
leather.
wand, the fancy studded leather,
And
the
a
cloak
cloak.
that shimmers fancily, and the bag of black beads.
Yes.
Well, the Book of the Bear gives me one charge of Identify that I can cast. So I can use that on the wand. I'm
Okay.
curious about it. So I will do that.
So you identify the wand. This is a regular wand.
Just a regular ass wand, just
Yeah.
not a wand of anything.
That one is just a regular wand. Yeah.
You gotta always have an extra wand, just in case.
What the heck?
Man,
what
that's
what the heck
dumb.
is sending stones?
Well, what are you gonna do if your magic wand breaks? Then what do? You go grab your regular wand.
Well,
What's
it's
sending
a
stone?
spellcasting focus, right? So you can use it to cast
Oh, wait, never mind.
cast a wizard, sorcerer, other such focus spells.
Oh,
but
Wizard,
it's not.
Wizard, Warlock.
Yeah, it's a spellcasting focus, but that's all it is. Yeah.
Why is there like nothing really good to like use on my infusions?
also, while we're resting, like after Bob has taken a bath, he would like to use the find familiar function of the Book of the Bear.
Okay.
This one bear book.
So is it 10 gold pieces? How many gold pieces worth of materials?
10 gold pieces worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs. That
Okay,
must be
so
consumed in
you-
a fire,
Herbs.
or by fire in a brass brazier.
Yeah, and if you
Herb.
have the only part that's important to that is having the components if you've got a spellcasting focus of some kind. So you have music, so you can play a song or otherwise do a bardic thing in casting your spell, and you over the course of are you ritualing it? It's a ritual anyway, right? So it's what is it now?
Yeah, it's a ritual anyway. It takes an hour to cast.
Okay, so you give yourself an hour over the course of this short rest and perform a little ritual, and there is a swirling of purple and black energy in front of you. What familiar
What's
are you
going on?
summoning?
Okay.
It is a pseudo dragon.
Okay. This mote of black and purple energy forms up and explodes in smoke, and standing before you is a small little dragon-like creature. It's like a long lizard-like thing. This long whip-like tail with a stinger on the end of it. These big, very dark crimson, almost verging on like dark purple scales covering the full of its leathery back and wings, and then light going into more of a lighter purple down its belly and legs and arms. This little pseudo dragon suddenly appears before you. It
Excellent.
like looks around the room for a second, looks at you.
And it goes, yes, yes.
No, you sense the telepathic bond with it, just a very light moment of like a nod and a feeling of ingratiation and just hello.
Welcome. Do you have a preferred name or designation?
Just kind of walks up to you and shuffles the book and points at the name in the book.
Bear.
Oh, Bear. Okay,
You know I'm gonna name it
Alright.
something.
excellent. So
It's named Bear. Roxanne, it's named Bear.
it's a pleasure to meet you, Bear. I shall treat you in the book better than the previous owner did.
It nods approvingly.
I will then pet it and feed it some jerky.
It eats the jerky and almost looks like he's a little bit like spoiled. Like the jerky is not the best food and it wants something better. It like eats it and then like kind of spits it out a little bit, almost like he like turns to make it look like you like so that you're just barely out of vision, and he kind of spits it out on the ground.
Oh, so
And
it's
then returns
actually
to
a
you.
Scrapes
cat
it behind
now.
a
All right.
behind a plant pot.
Look,
He
I'll
wanted-
find you something better when I can, man. Like this island was hit hard.
It looks okay with that. You would know it being a familiar. He doesn't technically need to eat. He is sustained by the magic of your spell, but he appreciates good foods.
He appreciates the finer things in
Awesome.
life.
I have a pseudo dragon familiar now. Fantastic.
And it's a bitch.
And he's
Seems-
a
it seems
he's a
so far.
prissy little drama queen.
So that just means we have two of them in the party.
Exactly.
4 at this point, I think.
Bob is not prissy. He just raided a cultist lair in his underwear. Okay.
Okay, that's still prissy.
The
Just as a
pseudo
different definition of it.
dragon, it looks around the room, gathers up some of your like belongings and otherwise, and kind of pulls them together into a haphazard nest, curls up into a sort of like dog curl, how they like walks around in a circle a couple times, finds a comfortable position and lies down and seems to fall asleep.
Excellent. Bob will also build a nest and take a nap with the pseudo dragon because it has the right idea.
Okay.
I have questions.
Should we
Yes,
do
Enhanced
this?
arcane focus infused item.
Yeah.
Well, it says while holding an item, the creature gains a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls. Would that include my rock? The grenade rock?
So yes and no. Your grenade rock is a saving throw, I believe. So you can turn a spellcasting focus, so a non-magical spellcasting focus, you can turn, well, they're not non-magical, but they're not like a +1. You can turn a common spellcasting focus into a +1 spellcasting focus with that.
Meaning
You need a spellcasting focus. You currently have been using your like rock and other things
So
like
be-
that.
would that
If
be
you
like
had like a
detect
staff,
magic?
a wand, a crystal, an orb, something like that that is used to channel magical energy, you could turn that into a +1 of that.
Oh, so like the pearl. Like how you have to use the pearl.
No, like a spellcasting focus, not a material
Oh,
component.
I have the brimstone. Oh, no,
Yeah,
that's
so like
different.
that brims. No, that's a crystalline spellcasting focus. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know. I don't have anything that uses that. A lot of this, there's like not a lot of items that you can make.
There's a lot you can do because you can replicate a magic item, so you can
Yeah.
make
Oh wait, does it?
you can make any uncommon magic item, I believe, at
Oh,
least
okay,
within
then
reason, as long as they don't
where
have
can I see-
other
Where can I
requirements.
see all the items?
If you click replicate magic item, it gives you a long list.
Oh,
Oh, you're not in your character creator, are you? Or if you are, yeah.
kind of. I'm on like the menu on the side.
Use the editor instead. Go to your like level editor. Go down to your infusions and then select replicate magical item. It'll give you a long list of all the things you can try to make.
Replicate magic item. See the item description, dungeon master guide. I did not mean to do that.
I guess while Roxanne is exploring that, Rogue, what are you up to with this short break?
Crying.
Fair.
I'm just sitting on the little wooden like poles that hold the bed up, and I'm got my head down in between my legs. I'm holding on to, and I'm just doing a little silent cry.
Okay.
Oh, poor Rogue, man.
He's trying his best, okay?
Why is he? Man.
Rogue's feeling
He's
bad
not
about
good at killing
murder,
people. He's not good at killing people.
cold-blooded killing.
I feel like he and Bob are gonna have to have a heart-to-heart later.
Possibly. If he
Okay.
comes out of the room. Or if
That's
you come
fair.
into the room.
Wait,
Um,
what type of magic items can I make?
Uncommon magic items. There's a
Or
list of the
common?
ones that you can make if you do the replicate. Yeah, it's
I'm
common or
looking on
uncommon.
it. I'm
It
looking
should
at
have
I
a
can't
long
find it.
list.
It has
I-
like a list. Are you talking about like the alchemy jug, bag of holding,
Yeah,
cup of water? Is there more items that I can make, or is it just those?
it should be a long list.
It's like only like 8 items.
That's a long list
Oh,
of very important good items that are like necessary
there
for every
more?
campaign.
is there like more?
Bag of holding is one of the strongest things in the game because you can fill it
If
up with a
you
shit ton of
find
swords and
a
then open
common
it
or
out in front of
uncommon
someone.
magic item that is rock related or stone related or earth related, I'd consider letting you make that with
I'm
your
going
infusion.
to fill up my bag with 500
Um,
pounds of salt water.
You can
Anyone
look at
comes near
the
me, I drop it all.
magic
I was-
items.
Where can I see it?
You can see
Act-
all of the magic items if you just go to game rules and then under like races, monsters, backgrounds, there's magic items. And you can
there it is. The equipment. Oh, magic items. I see it. Then
you can just
by on.
sort by common and uncommon. If you want to look through those, you're welcome to.
Yeah.
So in Pathfinder, we actually did that once. Rogue, we put a bunch of seawater in a bag of holding and then stuck a sea hag we'd captured into it.
Just kept her there for months.
Who we then sold to a menagerie after we finished interrogating them.
Free sea hag. Free bag of sea hag.
You're my friend now.
We're having some tacos later.
So it's like, okay, you're working for Urgathoa. You're going to tell us everything you know.
Or you're going
Amulet
back
of
in the bag.
drunkard.
It all makes sense now. Rogue, you would know as well over the course of this if you wanted to try to identify one of your magical items. You could spend the short rest.
The amulet of drunkard would
With
actually
it.
be good for Bob.
It's good for anyone.
You gain 4d4 plus 4 hit points when you drink a pint of beer, ale, mead, or wine.
That would be sick for anybody.
So
Except
Rogue
for
got
non-alcoholics.
Oh, you got
know,
told.
Some people here.
So Rogue, if you'd like to pick one of the items you have and try to identify it, you could do that if you want.
Alright. He'll be just kind of, while doing his little silent cry, he's just gonna be... I think the easiest thing that he could kind of play with would be the bag of black beads. So he'd just be
Okay,
kind of looking
you're
at
kind
them
of looking at them.
playing with them
Make an
to try
Arcana
and
check.
take his mind off things. Alright, not good at that.
It's okay. It's not a hard DC.
Yeah,
for
it's
this
all
one.
good. Natural 20!
Okay. You are playing with things. You quickly realize these do not appear to be in and of themselves magical. These are a component to a spell. They appear to be little black beads made out of tar.
Tar beads. What fucking spell uses tar beads? I know this. I don't know it in the game. I
No,
Well,
IRL.
I know this.
Is apparently powerful while identifying items, so I'm going to need to remember that.
Rogue, one of Rogue's many powers is identifying magical items.
It's a bag of black beads or just tar beads. They're not magic.
But he has to be curled up on a bed frame and crying in order to identify them.
Yep.
Look, I got given pity by the DM.
I love how you managed to pick the one thing not magical out of your set of things you still
Fuck
off
that
missing.
point.
After a couple of hours, if Bob hasn't heard from anybody, he is going to go check on Rogue. Then.
Yeah, like an hour and a half go by. You summon your familiar, get yourself some rest, Bob. Roxanne,
More
you
ball
are...
bearings.
Roxanne is tinkering with some magical stuff and thinking about some items she might want to produce. Rogue
Looking at Barrier
is
Tattoo. I'm
crying,
totally
looking over
honest.
ball bearings.
What was
After
I
about
doing?
like
I was looking at something.
halfway through the short rest, he's probably done with his cry and is just playing with the beads because he got distracted.
Okay. Yeah.
Just like
So,
flicking them up and catching them.
This time goes by. Everyone's kind of settled down a little bit, and there's no call from the guards or anything for Miza being awake. So you are.
No, never mind. That doesn't matter.
You're free to do what you do.
Oh my god! Did she
Wait,
roll a
does
4
the
on that?
cape of greater
Damn.
invisibility cover footstep sounds?
Do you mean the cloak that
Yeah, the cloak that
Miza
has.
had? No, you
Rogue
could
doesn't know.
hear her moving around.
Yeah.
I'm
It
looking
just
at the
made her
boots of Elven-
invisible.
I'm looking at the boots of Elven kind to give to Rogue, just so like he's just completely invisible, and like nobody can hear him.
I'm already very stealthy though, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
invisibility will just make that more. So.
Honestly, the boots would be great for you, Roxanne. Like Rogue and I. Are pretty
Roxanne,
good at
you'd
stealth.
you'd be aware.
But Roxanne doesn't walk, so
that's true.
like she can just fly and there's
You'd-
no footsteps.
You'd be aware, Roxanne, sort of mechanically speaking, the boots give you advantage on stealth. Being invisible gives you advantage on stealth.
It'd be the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could get double bonus.
Nope.
No,
Unfortunately,
no
all
double,
of the
double.
bonuses equal out to
Would
a
be fun,
single
but no.
extra die.
Sad not.
So,
But yeah,
But yes,
I'll say Bob will go check on Rogue eventually.
Okay.
Like he'll knock on his door.
this bit of time goes by. Bob, you are you bringing your familiar with you, or are you leaving it? You'd
I'm
know.
bringing Bear with me.
Okay, you'd know as per the Find Familiar spell, you can always just have them poof out of existence and resummon next to you whenever you
Yep.
want. So, yeah.
Well, I'll take him with me if he's awake. Otherwise, I'll just leave him napping.
Bear, he's napping. He doesn't wake
Okay,
up when
I'll
you
leave him there
shuffle
for a
out of your
moment then.
thing. Okay.
And Bob's fully dressed by now.
You throw on your clothes, get yourself all
It's
made
being
up,
called
and
cleaning stone. What the heck?
it's
And,
a stone of prestidigitation. You touch it, you become clean.
Then
Yeah.
he'll go to Rogue's room and just be like,
Aye,
"It's me, Bob."
aye. 1 second. You just hear a "Froop" as the pole extends, and he just sets it on the ground and drags it over so that all the ball bearings go
You
to the
hear,
side of the
like,
wall.
you hear like 100 metal clangs all at once, and then just like a slide of metal across
It's
the
a
floor.
1,000 ball bearings. He just slides them over, and then he goes over and unlocks the door and opens it up. And for the first time, you see Rogue without an eye patch, with his eye fully there,
Yep.
just nothing bad happening to it. But you do see that his eyes are a bit puffy and red.
Mind if I come in, buddy?
Not particularly. Get on in here.
All right. Bob will let him close the door. Before,
And you can see that the eye patch is hung up on the bed frame, just clearly airing out.
fair. Bob's gonna be like, "So, how you doing, champ?"
Doing. Let's go with doing. I'm doing.
Hey, this is a safe place here. What's going on? You doing okay? I can tell you've been crying, dude. Like, there's no shame in that. Don't worry about it. It's just like, you doing all right?
I killed a lot of people.
You did.
And
You also saved a lot of people as a result.
I believe that in my blindness, I was wearing an eye patch. I seem to have killed them without remorse at the time.
Adrenaline's a hell of a drug.
It really is.
Yeah.
Not so much fun after the fact.
No,
Like most
it's
drugs.
not. Well, if it helps at all, I know it probably won't emotionally. It takes a while to process this stuff, but at least academically. If we hadn't done what we did, those people hadn't died, we'd have summoned some sort of fire deity or some other sort of abomination that would have gone crazy and hurt more people on this island than they already have.
I mean, maybe the fire deity's really cool. No.
I mean, that and Roxanne would be dead.
I
Which, as annoying as she can be at times, I've got a soft spot for the girl. I'd be quite sad if she passed.
do not want to see either of you pass. It is. You are the closest things I've had to family that I could even call family in. Gosh, how long has it been?
As sweet and depressing as that is, I would just like to
Too
point
long,
out to
too
you
long.
that you are both elves, and I am a goblin. I am literally a gnat to you, lifespan wise.
I mean, we all have our issues.
Oh no, wait! I'm more like a dog. There we go.
Let me be very clear. I'm not as old as you think I am.
Oh no, I know that. I'm just talking
Okay,
about your
just making
long-term
sure.
life
Just making sure.
expectancy. Like,
I'm
I know
trying
by
to.
standards, you're probably a kid. You're probably in your 20s.
I'm trying to
give
get
or
some
take.
things a little bit lower.
A little bit lower. Are you a teenager? Are you an elven teenager?
Please tell me you're at least 18.
I'm just saying. I believe this year would be my 18th.
Yeah. Wow.
Which is still many moons. Let's be honest here.
I mean, you are
Lots
not,
of moons
you're-
have passed between me being born and now.
You are technically not
I did
wrong,
not
and I
lie.
really appreciate that. But yeah, no, like this whole thing's a bit much for anybody. Like, I grew up in a goblin warren, so I've already seen some shit. I'm kind of like,
A bit numb to it.
yeah, kind of a bit numb to the sort of stuff. But like, like Roxanne, I don't think the impact of anything hits Roxanne. I think she's going to be just fine because she wanders through life in this weird fugue state that we can't really identify.
It does seem like it. And as he's talking, Rogue just goes over to the corner of the wall with his big old pole and starts just scraping them along the wall into a big old bag.
Free ball bearings.
Free
Yeah.
ball bearings. Free bag of ball bearings.
But yeah, look, if you need some time to process, if you need to talk, like, make sure to do that. Like, we're
There
traveling
is
together.
eventually plenty of time to talk and process things after I'm not feeling like I'm in mortal danger.
That's fair. And
I do not trust any of the guards.
I know you don't, and I can understand why you wouldn't. But I can say I'm pretty certain that the rest of the guards really aren't in on this, because if they were, instead of arresting that one guard, they would have murdered us on the top decks.
Never really been a fan of guards either. So
I
much
mean, as
power given
an
to
aspiring
people.
pirate, I don't imagine you would be.
Nah, not the best thing for pirates. You want to see some cool shit I got though?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and show me the cool shit.
All right, and he hands you 40 gold pieces. Here's your share of Mrs. Gold, and he from his bag produces some really cool studded leather, red wand, the cloak, and he's like, I messed around with these beads. They're just tar beads. I've seen them around.
All right. We could probably get Roxanne to look at the rest of the stuff and see what it does.
Yeah, true. It looks cool. And so I'm gonna add my 40 gold pieces, and then I'll try and remember to give the 40 gold pieces to Roxanne next time I see.
Okay.
Bob can hold them for you if you like.
I'll hold on to them. It should be fine.
Probably a wise move.
All right. So yeah. So how do you think this cloak works? And he's just gonna grab the cloak and just kind of put it on around his around his neck, and he's just gonna be like, invisible. Well, I can still see my hand, so I'm gonna guess that didn't work. She kind of like flipped it around to get it to activate, didn't she?
All right, here's the thing, buddy. All right, when you get a magic item,
Rogue
You gotta
grabs
spend-
the edge of the cloak and flips it around himself.
you
It,
got to spend some time getting used to it.
it
You know,
shimmers, and you see the colors all like are switching colors and otherwise, but you don't turn invisible.
you got to bond with the magic item you see, because magic items, they kind of have a will of their own. Like, not so much as they have their own personalities; those ones are fucking terrifying. But like these ones, you kind of just like got to sit with it for a while, kind of get a feel for it,
He
and
flips,
eventually
he
everything will
flips the
start
game
clicking.
up again.
And he's basically trying to explain the process of attunement to Rogue.
So I just kind of gotta wear it, and it'll fancy me. I don't.
Well, no, because
understand.
you gotta concentrate on it while you're wearing it.
Ah, well,
Like,
I am
examining,
definitely
trying to feel it
concentrating
out and
right
everything.
now.
So- So yeah, eventually it'll be like, hey, you know what? This guy's not so bad, and you'll be able to unlock the properties of the item.
All right, I'll do that while we go and talk and walk. I'll try and focus on this a little bit, just in the background.
Probably a good
Might
idea.
take all day.
You know what? We should probably go downstairs and get some.
I'm thinking that too. But I'm thinking for the studded leather and wand. Who do you think wants that? That might be good for Roxanne, unless you want the wand. I'm not so sure about magic.
I'm fine either way. I think I'm not sure that the
Can you,
studded
like-
leather would do much for
Can you
me.
like tape the wand to your bagpipe?
I mean, I think most of the stuff could go to Roxanne, honestly.
Fair.
If she needs it. Speaking of,
I
let me
might-
go grab her. We'll go
I might keep
downstairs.
the black.
Oh no,
bead.
I'm gonna totally barge in once I
Oh,
figure
you're
out what
barging.
I.
Okay.
Yeah, once I figure out what item I want to make, I'm gonna just barge into
I'm
showing
definitely
you guys.
keeping the bag of black beads because I definitely could use more ball bearings, to be honest. Having only one sack of them is just like.
But aren't they just balls of tar?
Well, yeah.
They're
Pour 'em
hard.
on the
they're,
ground?
They're like hard beads of
Oh,
tar.
they're hardened beads. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
pour them on the ground, people step on them, slip over. Same thing as ball bearings. Except
Alright.
tar.
You know
So-
what? Fair.
Who knows?
Oh, by the way,
Maybe
we have a
if
fourth.
I.
We
Oh,
we have a
yeah?
fourth member of the party now.
Oh, we do?
And Bob will
Who'll be that?
resummon Bear.
You hold out your arm, and suddenly there's again just a wisp of purple energy and out on your arm, across it, almost like a parrot for a second appearing, like standing on its hind legs, with its front legs up, just this lanky purple pseudo dragon appears.
Meet Bear. Bear, meet Rogue.
It like turns
That-
its head all the way upside down, looks at you in the
That's
eyes
a
from upside
dragon.
down.
It's a pseudo dragon.
It's a fake dragon?
He's more like a really, really smart cat, honestly.
It looks at you like offended.
I'm just like, look, I'm just trying to clarify it for him, okay? He's never seen anything magical, really.
As it's like turning its head upside down, you can see Rogue just kind of tries to mimic that, but can't really turn his head a full degree, so he's just kind of like almost flipped around backwards with his head almost upside down.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure he's as smart, if not smarter than me.
The
and he can
dragon
understand
coils the
common.
rest of its body the other direction, so that it's like its head is the right way up now, but the rest of its body is the wrong way, and it like wraps its tail around Bob's arm a couple times to hold on the right way, and is just now looking at you from the correct direction as you're trying to be upside down again.
And just kind of flip around back up as it flips its head back up. And
Tristan.
it is smart. I don't know
Tristan,
how to do that.
I think I figured it out. Am
Okay.
I allowed to make
your-
a spell rot tattoo?
Yes and no. You can imbue one, sort of. I'd say you'd only be able to use spells you know, but you could
Well-
imbue one on someone, and then
Well, I would. So I can use the spell rot tattoo though, and like put it on
it
myself.
is only gonna work that one time, and then you have to do it again, right? Because
Oh,
it
it
only
only
works
works one
once.
time?
Yeah.
I thought it was more. And I might do the
I think the tattoos only have one use.
wait.
They're a spell scroll, but in a tattoo form.
So what would the barrier would the barrier tattoo only be one, like if you get hit once?
Let me look this up.
Because I'm looking at I don't see like it mentioning like it disappearing after using it. And for this
Spell
once the spell ends, the tattoo vanishes for the spell
Yeah.
rot.
Okay, I'm correct.
But
okay.
on the barrier, the window that disappear.
The wisdom disappears? I don't know what you're saying.
That
The
is a
barrier
cool
tattoo.
dragon.
When the attunement is complete, the needle turns into ink that becomes when it appears in tune if you're attunement to the tattoo.
Oh, a
and the tattoo-
barrier tattoo.
Yeah, barrier.
Okay. So that's not the same as a spell rot tattoo.
I
But-
know.
You could make a barrier tattoo
Yeah.
as an item. It's only gonna be the uncommon one.
Yeah, I know. So it'd be 12 plus 2, which would be 14, which would be me without armor.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, me with armor is the same as that. But like without armor. it
Yeah,
would
but
be
if you
that.
got better armor, this would be useless.
Yeah, okay.
But you could
no.
use it in the meantime if it's gonna get you higher AC for now.
No, it would be the same as with the armor I'm wearing right now.
Okay.
Then sorry, would the Eldritch Claw tattoo be reasonable?
I don't know what this is. Eldritch
Eldritch-
Claw?
Tattoo, yeah. It's an uncommon one.
Is it a tattoo where it's like a cat tattoo?
No.
Let's look this up. My internet's being very
You
slow
sure?
right now, and I don't.
Yeah, I know, I
Same
can hear it.
Because we're both streaming.
Okay, that's probably why. Yeah.
To
Um,
attune-
would we like to? It is 8:30. Would we like to possibly go on break and let Nazca find out what actual
We could
magical
take-
item they want?
We could take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think spell rot tattoo. I think I'll go with the Eldritch Claw tattoo, but as a rock.
Okay. So remember, you get 2 things imbued at any time. So
Oh,
you're
I
gonna go
already
ahead.
have Rogue Sword.
You have
If you
Rogue
can
Sword
believe
is
that.
1. So
Yes, this is the other one. I'm on imbuing
this is the
another
other one.
one.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I'm imbuing. It's like, all right, that one was
Yeah. So
boring. I'm gonna do
Rogue
this one.
Sword and your Eldritch Claw. Those are the 2 things that
Yeah,
we
I'm just
now
gonna
have.
run and showing them the claw. Just this giant rock, just tattoo forming out of it.
Yeah, like a giant. So you are, as you're doing this, a set of like dark brown, like mountainous, rocky, designs, build up on a part. What part of your body are you putting it on?
Probably my left arm.
Okay,
Like,
so
just
up
kind
your
of like
left arm.
kind of like like girls like would doodle on their arm, that kind of stuff. I'm just like doodling rocks on my arm, and just somehow it turns magical.
Okay, so up like part of your arm from like the tip
Yeah,
of your
but
fingers to
it says like a coverage of area.
yeah, so like from the like start of your hand up to the like part of your arm, this jagged set of like rocky mountainous looking designs form.
Nice. All right. Well, that'll be fun once we get back. I need to go pee, so I'm gonna go pee and then.
Okay.
And then there were 2. How's it going, Tristan?
Hi. I got very little sleep. It's very fun.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm a gamer
How
god.
little sleep did you get?
I was like, so I try to sleep from like 7 a.m. until like 3 or 4 or 5 p.m. So at 8 a.m. I was like, okay, maybe I'll fall asleep now, maybe. And I don't know when I fell asleep because I just stared at the ceiling for some amount of time past then.
Jesus.
And then I only woke up, like 8 times after that, so it's fine.
So why are you on a nocturnal schedule? Like
Because that's better than getting 1 to 2 hours of sleep maximum during the
that? Okay,
night.
so you normally can't sleep during the
I
night.
normally
is your
can't
problem.
sleep like at all when I try to sleep during the
He's
night.
afraid of the dark. Okay, don't blame him.
It's
Dark's scary.
winter here. It's dark for 90% of the day.
Fair. And Waif says vampires unite.
You're in
What?
Alaska. Are you in the part of Alaska where it's dark like 24/7 for a couple months?
I'm not, and Waif is actually in Canada.
Oh, okay.
But no, it's dark a lot of the time up here,
wonder
especially like as we near the summer solstice. And then summer, like the sun never fucking sets, so that annoys the hell out of me.
Yeah, there's like a month on both sides where it's like one of the months it's just the sun is out all the time, and one of the months it's never there. It's
Basically,
insane.
yeah.
Like in the northern pole, it's like they've got like a full like entire month where the sun is just there, and
Yeah,
an
sounds about
entire
right.
month where there's not. It's very fun. I want to go. I'm gonna dig a tunnel through the entire Earth, and I'm just gonna go to the side where it's nighttime on both sides for the whole year round. It's gonna be great.
From the
It'll
North
never
Pole to the South
be
Pole.
light out.
Or you can just dig a hole into the earth and never see the sun.
That's true. You could live underground.
That's true. That solves my problem in the first place. I will be a mole rat.
Yeah, just have those like sunlights down there so that you're like getting the proper nutrients and just call it good.
No. I
Treat
will be
yourself
pale.
like a plant.
I will be pale.
Well, it's not so much the
And
paleness;
sickly.
it's maintaining the.
I will be
structural
pale and
integrity of your
sickly.
skeleton.
There will be no skeleton here.
Eldritch rock tattoo.
But we literally have skeleton of Twitch
And
here,
I
here in the
spelled
Discord server.
tattoo
Yes.
wrong.
I am here.
I will be a
Always
vampire,
here.
and you will die.
I spelled tattoo
Cool.
wrong again, and I don't really care. Oh wow.
It's
double T, double
All
T,
right,
double
so
O.
both of the brothers have threatened me with death. What the hell?
No, I was talking to Tegan. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
he threatens me often.
You will perish.
I'll say you weren't being specific about I will become a vampire and then you will die. I think it was just. It felt
It
like
was
it
a
mainly
general
directed at
threat.
everybody. Yeah.
It was a general.
That was a general threat. I then specifically said you will perish to Tegan under my breath. I don't know if anyone heard it.
I did not hear that. No.
Once Tegan got heard, just went, "You will perish." I don't know if anyone heard it.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. let's
All right,
see.
I'm good.
Look, alright, he's the only one allowed to talk that way to me.
Today seems like much more chill.
anybody
D&D
else said that,
stream.
they'd
We're
be
just
on the
arresting
floor.
people. We're arresting people. We're getting some emotional support. It's good. It's
Yep.
good.
Emotional
time.
support is
We're returning
important.
to the ship having slain an entire cult during our stopover.
Did I tell you my stream title?
What is it?
Just torture with a question mark.
Oh,
Torture?
Mine is literally plot resolved question mark and then an actual question mark.
Mine's
Whole
there be
plot's
cults
done.
in these
Campaign's
guards.
over. Sorry.
Yeah, we killed the BBEG.
You killed them. They're
No,
gone.
we subdued the BBEG.
My
It's
level
all
6
quest of
wizard
the island.
warlock. My level 6 wizard warlock died, and now I'll never.
Why did
I'll
you
never
roll a nat
recover.
20?
Hmm?
Why did you roll a nat 20, Tegan?
Yeah, Tegan. Why
that
did you
was
do
for
that?
my
For identifying.
insight check, I think. Or no, that was for identifying the beads.
Oh, okay. So I was just I was just reading through like the
Yeah,
list. and I
geez,
was
Tegan.
just
Why
really
did you roll
confused.
a dice?
Now, why did you roll a dice, Tegan? Why did you play the game?
Why would you
I
roll a
got
nat 20?
donut.
Why didn't you just roll a 19?
Jeez.
I did last time.
Why wouldn't you roll an unnatural 20?
I did last time.
Yeah, he literally did this session.
Shut
I
up.
literally rolled an unnatural 20 and then a natural 20. Leave me be.
Oh, shit, it was also a 19. Holy shit, you're right. I just picked that number arbitrarily.
It was a 19, an unnatural
Despite
20.
all my
and
rage.
a natural 20. I told you guys.
Nobody believes me.
Tegan's just like, what do you want from me?
I've done all that you've asked.
No, you haven't yet. Not yet, Tristan.
Okay, so Roxanne, you've had, as you make that as well, you have time if you want to attune specifically to that tattoo as well.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you-
Oh, yeah.
You get yourself
Yeah.
attuned and are
Yeah,
attuned.
I already pressed that
Yeah.
button.
What does it
You
look
only got-
like and where is it at?
Her left.
You'll know. Wait, you'll know when I
Yeah.
barge in.
So-
go slow.
Are we good to start?
Yeah. So
I
as
gotta finish my donut.
Oh yeah, finish
Shut
your
up.
donut. Finish your no nuts.
Finish
I
your
wanna
D's.
get D's donuts.
These nut dos.
Yeah.
These nuts
I need
though.
I need a bag of rocks though.
What's a
just
nut
infinite
dough?
rocks. Because technically, I only have one rock on me, and it's just my.
Well, you
companion
grabbed
rock
some.
that's a-
You've grabbed rocks as time has happened.
Yeah, but I can't grab rocks out on the ocean.
Just a big bag of rocks. That's what.
That's
Free
true.
bag of rocks.
That's true. Free bag of rocks.
Yeah. I'll just start. I'll just
You
like
could
bring
have
like.
bought them from that one guy.
I'm gonna go look for him.
You could just go to the beach and get a handful of rocks.
No. I need a bag of rocks that's like the bottomless bag of rocks.
He doesn't. It wasn't a bottomless bag of rocks. It was just. You're gonna get a
Well,
bag of.
everyone
Everyone
has
had a handful of
You're gonna get a
rocks at the
bag of
beach,
holding
like-
so you can keep 500 pounds of rocks.
Yes.
These are my favorite rocks.
Actually, that's hilarious. Every single place I go, I'm just
Oh.
gonna grab and put rocks in there. Like there's just a handful of rocks.
You know, I'm actually suddenly all for this idea. I think that could be amusing.
One
Or
day,
like, oh, wait,
Roxanne's
my-
just
when we leave, I
flying
grab a
over
bag.
someone, turns the bag upside down, just.
Yeah. Well,
I
it's not
have
even-
my
like,
shovel
I
of
wouldn't even
holding.
drop out like the loose stones. They'd all be in labeled specimen containers.
Yes. Rock
Oh,
number
yes,
342. Igneous calcite. That's not igneous. Sediment.
Sedimentary
What would be-
calcite with
Oh, I
a.
was thinking it'd
with
be
a
hilarious
geode
if I'm
in-
able to just use
made.
a stun grenade on multiple rocks and just like dump a bunch and like just prepare like 500 stone
No.
grenades and then just like dump them on like a ship.
No, you get one at a time.
Okay, but if it's in another dimension, does that still count?
Hmm.
Yes.
Fuck.
Alright,
It's one spell slot per stone.
It's not
basically.
even. It's a cantrip. So I'm not
cantrip.
letting you get multiple stones in the
Oh, okay.
cantrip. Anyway,
I throw
Uh,
43 stones in a single turn.
so Roxanne, are you barging into their room or are you going to find the cantankerous Kyle?
Who's that?
Okay, you're barging into their room. You don't even remember the name of the guy that you wanted to buy the
We
magic
never
items
asked
from.
him.
We did.
He did.
said
He
his name was
announced
the
his name.
Cantankerous Kyle.
We
He
never
did. He
asked
said it.
him.
He said it all dumb too.
I am the
Anyway.
Cantankerous Kyle.
Yeah, like that.
I'll just find him before we
So,
leave. We
let's.
still have like a full day.
So
Yeah, I
you
brought you into the room.
let's play D&D. You all took
Roll for initiative.
took a short rest.
That'd be a cool
looked
dragon.
at some items.
Hi, I went a bit Nordic there.
From,
Drago!
as you two are looking over this this pseudo dragon, Roxanne bursts in the door from behind.
What's up?
Such a barge in.
I barged in, yelling, guys, look at this cool tattoo! Look at these drawings I made. I wasn't really expecting too much, but then all of a sudden, and I
Fucking
just do it, and I
blindside
just like
Bob.
have like this giant stone come out of my arm.
You see a set of jagged, rocky designs going up the like lower half of Roxanne's left arm, and as she holds out her arm, suddenly this like rocky section of like energy and like floating like brown and green energy forms into like rock shapes around into like a mall off of her arm.
Jesus.
It was
That's
really cool.
all-
I was just doodling because I was like, I saw like those tattoos on like the other guys, and I was just a bit inspired, and I just started drawing rocks, and then all of a sudden, poof! Now it does this.
To be fair, that's a lot to take in.
I know.
A lot of this trip has been a lot to take in.
I know a lot happened within like 5 hours.
Bob is just going to stare for a second and then hold up his arm and say, Bear, this is Roxanne. Roxanne, this is Bear.
Oh hi, hi. See, I'm thinking of
So
a
its
cute
name is Bear.
His name is Bear, yes.
Good to know.
Think of a
Roxanne,
cuter name for it later. How's Bear?
Bear picked his own name.
Bear nods
like
his
Bear.
head at you.
Can we call them Barry?
I like that name, but Barry's a cuter name.
Bear shakes his head no.
Good to know, Bear.
He does not like Barry.
Can I call you B?
Bear shakes his head no.
Can you speak?
Bear shakes his head no.
He can
Can you-
understand everything you say, though.
Can you shake hand? And I hold up my hand to shake it.
Bear like leans forward again, rewraps his tail back around Bob's arm and stretches out a
It's
good
the
like
American dragon.
2.5 feet. Reaches out his little tiny clawed hand, puts it in yours. It's literally
Shake it.
tiny. It's like
Yeah, he's a tiny creature, I believe.
yeah.
He's a pseudo dragon, so he's like maybe a foot tall.
He is a size smaller than Bob.
Can
He's-
Bob still write?
You look at him, his full length, like from tip of his snouty reptilian nose to his long whip-like tail that ends in this big like stinger-looking thing. He might actually be as long as Bob, but it's
So
very
Bob couldn't
spindly and
ride it.
very small.
So you're saying Bob couldn't write it?
You know the shoestring snake? That's what he
Yeah,
looks
he's very like slouched and coiled most of the time, but
Yeah.
as he stretches out to like reach over to Roxanne, he is quite long.
He has a strength of 6. No, I cannot ride him.
Oh dang it!
No, you'd crush him. He'd be
divine
dead.
snake.
He'd die
Yes.
instantly.
That would be quite sad.
That same Bob, you need to lose a few pounds.
I'm just gonna put
Like,
this in general
3/4
chat.
of your body mass.
Yeah, you need to lose like 3/4
Y'all
of your
can
body
take a
mass.
look at this at your leisure.
He's a little guy.
He's
Oh
a
my
little
God.
guy, a tiny dude, an absolute small man.
All right.
Okay.
Well, anyways, we have a tree witch to. Sorry, not a tree witch, a fire witch to interrogate. Anyways, I'm off.
I believe. Didn't you say it was a fire tree witch before? But now you're
well,
picking one.
No, she's just a fire witch because the trees were by accident. The tree witch
That
is
is true.
the tree druid is whoever she summoned who
No,
caused the
she
trees.
didn't. She didn't summon anybody. She summoned the trees.
How do you know?
You guys sense in
He's
your
the Lorax
heads
and he
as
speaks
you're
for the
saying
trees.
this,
Mhm.
when you say "How do you know?" and otherwise, you sense in your heads this kind of telepathic image of that's a similar like the dagger from before that you saw plunged into the Abishai Aki-chan, as we were calling him. You see that similar dagger, and you see just like this this gray scale cloaked womanly figure raise the dagger above her head and plunge it into some random dude you've never seen before, and then just
like
like
that
this
guy.
sprouting of like vines and green energy that sprays out. You get the feeling Bear is confirming Bob's
From
suspicions.
the elemental
Yeah.
plane of wood.
Yeah. So thank you, Bear. I appreciate the
So we
assist.
kill the guy who the all sprouted from, and the trees go away.
That guy is dead.
We burn the trees.
We burn the guy. See, he's the tree witch.
Aye.
Roxanne, there is no tree witch.
He is. He turned himself into a tree.
To
He's
be
a
fair,
tree
I'm
witch.
coming around on the tree witch there.
There's-
turned himself into a
Bear is
tree.
like shaking his head vigorously no, like you are wrong. That's not what
Okay,
happened.
Okay, Bear's saying no.
Bob is
Wrinkle
going to
tree.
get Bear's attention and just be like, dude, trust me, I've tried. You're going to need to get
His
used
name
to this.
is Wrinkle Tree, and he's a tree witch.
Bear looks at you like, what?
We are the only two sane people
His
in
mouth
this
just
party.
drops open. He's like, I don't understand how they're getting this. How'd they know?
I don't either. So
How'd they
you
know my
what?
secrets?
How'd they
Bear
know
and
his name?
No, the
Bear and I
secret.
are going downstairs. We're going to get some food, some better meat than jerky, because he doesn't like jerky.
I'm gonna go
Nods his head.
interrogate. I'm gonna go interrogate Mizza.
Rogue
Alright.
Blades, feeling
gonna
that it's
fry-
very
wait.
important to not leave Roxanne alone with Mizza, goes with Roxanne.
Bob is
Okay.
going to go down and get dinner.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait.
Rogue will
before
join you for dinner
we
soon.
we should be nice though. We should get food for Mizza. She's a
Lunch.
human after all. Yeah, lunch. She get her
You
something to
very
eat.
nearly hung her.
She's had a rough day, so she should probably at least eat
You
something.
were shouting for us to kill her.
Hey, Interrogation Tactics. I read it in a book once.
To be fair, the most interrogation tactics I learned from my books were torture.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I read some psychology books on like how brains work, and like apparently if you like get on like if you're nice to them, they might be a bit more willing. And if that doesn't work, I mean we can just always pull out the knife.
You're speaking a whole lot of words.
TLDR, we get her food and then we eat with her, like a nice
Well,
family
I could
dinner.
definitely use some food. So
Yeah.
let's go get some food.
Or we can get food for ourselves and eat it in front of her.
It's been one day.
It hasn't even been that long.
It
It's
hasn't
been
even
an
been a
hour
day.
since we
It's
put her in
been
there.
like
It's an
3
intimidation
hours.
tactic.
It's been 3 hours.
I don't know when's the last time she ate. How do you know?
I mean, there were all the cultists in the dining room. I assume she grabbed something.
I don't know. Maybe she was just busy sacrificing stuff. I don't know. What fire
That's
witches do.
entirely possible. Let's go get
Alright.
some food.
Yeah, let's go get some food and some stuff for her as well.
Okay.
All right.
We'll get her a
well,
biscuit from
Rogue and
Popeyes.
Roxanne kind of
Popeyes.
argue a little bit as Bob makes his way down the stairs, and then you two go rushing in behind Bob. So, Bob, you go down the wooden back stairs of the landlocked lady and make your way back into the bar section. Entering this room now, it is a little bit after lunch. It looks like most people probably showed up and ate a little while earlier and headed out to get back to whatever work they were doing. There's very few people in the room. You have Barlinda over there doing some cleaning of some glasses and otherwise. And you step down with this spindly pseudo-dragon wrapped around you. And as you're stepping down, you see Barlinda kind of looks up, sees Bear, and just goes, "Bear, is that you?" You're
No pets allowed.
no. She like actually puts down everything she's working on and gets up and comes over to you, Bob, and it's just she puts like a finger out under Bear's chin and just like scratches a little, and he's like sitting there, and you feel for a second his like back leg start to kick, and he looks at her and like excitedly climbs off of you for a second onto her arm, and she goes, Misa said he passed away a few months ago. Is he?
Said a lot of things.
What's he doing here?
Oh, well, turns out Bear is a familiar. And, you know,
The fuck's a familiar?
he wasn't being treated very well by Miza, so I decided to take him in.
Oh. I suppose that's fortunate. She is like looking at Bear. Bear is like climbing around her right now, like trying to like get in her pockets and stuff. And she goes, "Oh, I know what you're looking for. I know what you're." And she says, "Bear, we have had some a lack of resources recently." She kind of like pries him off of her and hands him back to you for a second and goes, "Here, take him for a second. I have a little bit of leftover chocolate." And Bear's like his like ears like and he's like staring directly at her as she says that. And she runs behind the counter and gets this little tiny bite of chocolate, it looks like, left that she must have been saving for something, and she pulls it out and brings it over and like holds it up between her fingers, and Bear's tongue just like flaps out, wraps around it, and pulls it in, and you see he just like goes it's just gone instantly. And he looks around like
adorable.
He just looks around like
everything about this.
He's just like looking around and like, more? Any more? Looks at her.
There's probably no more chocolate, bud. Like the
whole demeanor like wilts on you. He just like completely drapes in your arms like, ah.
Look, here's the thing, buddy. We're gonna be traveling on a ship soon, and at the next port, I'll make sure to buy you some chocolate if they got any there. All right?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
I mean, he's at 18 no matter what.
Thank God it's with advantage. 18.
Okay. Your little
Actually, even a 1 would be an 18.
Your little drama queen pseudo dragon shoots back up to attention like, okay, I agree.
You know what I'm thinking of? You know the dragon from Mulan?
Mushu?
Mushu,
Fucking
yes.
Mushu.
That's what I'm like.
No, Mushu has
imagining
way
with
more Mushu's way less spoiled and way more, what would you call it, proactive than this little bugger.
But no, like still like how they act.
A little, the like spindliness and the coiling around people and stuff, kind of, but he's
I would say, absolutely love this familiar. Like I have had Bear for an hour, and if anything happened to him, I would kill everybody in the room and then myself.
Okay, to be fair, before you kill my character after he dies, he can come back with just 10 gold pieces.
Oh no, I'm aware. Like I know the spell. Rupert knows the spell. But if he for any reason loses access to the spell, or Bear for some reason, he will be extremely distraught.
I understand that. I was just saying,
Listen,
before you
Bear...
kill either me or Roxanne, we can bring him back.
Listen, all of the magic items, all of them are pristine.
One-time
Okay,
use.
I always try to make all my magic items awesome. And like it, because like yeah, so Bear's here now.
DM.
I try to give out a fuck ton of magic items too. Don't complain.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not going to complain. What I am going to say is that he will not immediately murder the both of you, but he's not above extracting 10 gold pieces from your bodies worth of materials to resummon Bear.
Oh no, I had someone kill one of my familiars in a different campaign just because it woke them up, and I was just like, okay, well that's 10 gold pieces. My guy was an asshole though, so he was just pissed that he lost 10 gold pieces.
To be fair, so was the guy who killed your familiar.
Yeah. Okay, so
Trauma.
Bear gets himself a little bit of chocolate.
Well, so was the character.
Goes through every meaningful emotion over the course of about 10 seconds, and now is hanging out back on your shoulders.
Linda and ask her what Miza likes to eat.
Oh, well, Miza normally would have whatever was offered. She would stay in her own room quite a long time. She was
Calling cult stuff.
a researcher. She was doing
Cult.
well. Now apparently we know that. She often liked sweets, along with our little bear over there. We don't have many either alcoholic or just
Her drunk.
random meats that have been gathered.
We could get a drunk rogue.
Hmm?
We could get Miza drunk. That might help.
Force feeding someone alcohol is not in my itinerary for today.
I don't have an itinerary. That's
Tell you
a
what,
good...
Barlando, while these two decide what they're going to bring, I'll just take lunch.
Can
Okay,
I also get one of the lunches?
Yeah, I'll
please?
take 2 lunches. Now we'll just go basic. I don't know if you don't much.
You see, she gathers together 3 sets of what she gave you yesterday. Just portions
It
of.
would be 4 sets.
She doesn't want to feed Bear this.
Oh no! Bob,
One for
me,
Miza.
Rogue, and Miza.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. You're
Baka.
just getting the normal stuff from Izza.
Yeah.
I misunderstood you. It's okay. She gets you.
Did you say you
and I-
misunderstood him?
Yes, it's
That's
Right. I just wanted to make sure I didn't.
Definitely
mishear
a word. I hope.
she gets you 3 sets of the same gamey meat from yesterday, and she brings over a beer and puts it in front of Bob, and then looks at you, Roxanne, holding like another mug, just like, is this
Yeah, you might
Is
just
this a
want to give her
normal-
water.
is this-
You might just want to give her water.
Do you have boiling water?
Technically yes.
Do not.
Why?
Room temperature water. Give Roxanne room temperature water.
Make tea. What else?
Fair.
You get room temperature tea.
She brings back Rogue and Roxanne both glasses of water.
I have normal water. Will do anyways. It'll just take a lot longer.
Fucking fuck,
Are you
Roxanne.
going to Chinese water torture this person?
No. It just takes a lot longer. to make
Roxanne
tea
is a
that way.
psychopath.
I was gonna say,
That
it'd be
is-
hilarious if
that is
Roxanne was
true.
actually talking about making tea, and the rest of us think she's gonna
No,
talk
I-
about
I-
torturing her.
No,
with glass.
that's what I was doing.
That
like,
is true.
I
You can steep with cold water overnight tea.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to. But I know what it sounds like out loud. That's
Yeah.
why I said it.
So, you
Alright,
got
well-
water. I don't think any of you have tea on you.
I thought maybe they had tea, but whatever.
She didn't seem to respond with an affirmative towards having tea.
They don't have many
Um,
luxuries here.
Hey, they have a lot of trees. I don't know.
That's not a luxury.
Anyway, you
That's
guys.
a jungle.
That's true.
Trees
isn't it?
make teas.
Trees. I need. Okay. I don't know why that got me. I don't know why that got me so bad. Jesus. Okay.
Alright, then I'd like to
You-
go to Miza with the food and water.
Okay. So you 3 eat your lunch and get yourselves.
No, I was
your
gonna eat my
final
lunch
plate.
with her.
Oh, you're bringing the lunch with. Okay.
Yeah,
You're
I
eating
will
lunch
go
with
with-
Miza.
Roxanne.
yeah.
Are you going to, Bob?
Bob's just gonna sit at the table and eat lunch, and he'll like
Okay.
offer Bear a little bit of the meat to see if he likes it. 'Cause
Bear-
Bob likes gamey
Bear
meat.
tries a tiny bite and spits it out.
All right, so you don't like this stuff either. All right, we'll learn. We'll get there. I know you like chocolate, so we got that going for us.
I think anything sweet you'll like.
And
Cinnamon bun.
cinnamon bun. And pseudo dragon shoving a whole cinnamon bun down its mouth. it's like the snakes when they eat something too big and it's just like bulbous in their throat. It's just
You know that snake with the huge egg in its mouth?
Just a huge cinnamon roll.
yes.
Oh,
Exactly.
Bear's the fucking best. I am so happy he's in this campaign now.
Okay.
Yes.
So Rogue and Roxanne, you two go up to the
Mrs.
upper
room.
deck again with Mrs. Room. You pass by the guards. They unlock the door to reveal a still, wounded-ish, stabilized and sleeping Misa, on the back.
I got. If you'd just like to
Caught.
check general chat, that is what it would look like.
He just fucking unhinges his jaw.
Just imagine that for cinnamon roll. Wait,
Why-
I can do this.
Not right now, Tegan. You're
Okay,
You're
I can do this.
interrogating.
I I sit down. Is there like places to sit? Is there like a table?
There's
You
a
can pull up
so
chairs?
there is a long bed, like section at the end of the boat, like where the back of the boat would be. There's a curve, and there's just a bed built into the wall. And then there is a small like dresser, next to it.
Hmm. I put her food on the dresser and I sit down on the bed.
Okay.
Wait.
There's
what's your
space. She's not a very large lady, so there's
yeah.
space
Oh,
on
she
this,
on
this
the bed?
Yeah, she's asleep. She's unconscious right now on the
Oh,
bed.
then I put her food on the bedside table and I poke her.
Okay. You purposely
alive?
trying
You alive there? You
make
awake? You there? Hello? Anybody home?
make a medicine check. It's not like a dire roll or anything. You're just trying to see if you'd wake her properly.
17.
You start poking at her, and eventually she
She's gagged, remember?
she stands up, yeah, gagged, and otherwise like coughs out some, it looks like phlegm, and just looks at both of you,
She's
like,
blindfolded.
glaring. You
She's not
blindfolded her? No.
She's not blindfolded.
Oh, she's. I thought she
No,
was.
She's
Oh,
gagged.
she's
She's
gagged.
gagged and
Gagged.
manacled. So
Okay.
she like her eyes dart up at
Is she
both of
tied
you,
to
and
the
she.
bed?
No, she's just manacled and gagged in this room. She
Why didn't we tie her to the
like
bed?
sits up in the bed. 'Cause she's locked in the room, so she sits up in the bed and looks at both of you, just glaring.
Hello. We brought you food. But but you're wizard. You have magic powers. So I don't know if I want to like remove the gag because like you could do verbal components.
Yeah,
Yeah,
still just glaring at you.
So we just want to talk to you. But if you try to cast any spells with your magic wizardry, like using vocals, I have my knife fly out and go up to her throat, and I get closer. Like
Make
this will go through you.
an intimidation check with advantage because your knife is helping you. Rogue, you watch as Roxanne suddenly gets like starts with trying to be persuasive, and then just like glares down at Misa, and her knife
Very
swings out of her bag,
17.
and Misa like looks at you with eyes that just say, "I can't. Don't have any spells to cast either way."
Oh, so you ran out of spell slots. All right, that's good. And I remove the gag. Would you like some water? Hey, watch your language. There's children here.
No, there's not.
Rogue, shut up.
My dagger's gone.
Yes.
You should have never tried to kidnap you in the first place. Jeez.
I sit down next to her while she's like reminiscing and start eating. Mm-hmm. Go on. So how does this make you feel?
What do you want?
To know, like everything, like your whole entire purpose and like the purpose behind the cold and how you summoned the tree and made that tree witch. Oh, and I figured out that you're not a fire tree witch. You're just a fire witch. Well, and you made a tree witch by accident. You want some water?
How can someone so clearly magically skilled be so oblivious?
Hey.
She stares at the ground like like she's trying to burn a hole in it. Literally for like good 30 seconds without saying
I'm not gonna.
anything.
I have like a piece of food in my mouth. I'm not gonna burn a hole in the ship. And if you did, I have a cup of water over there.
That be true. She did get a cup of water.
Yeah. Sadly, I couldn't get it boiling.
I would not let her get it boiling.
Yeah.
This sets me back so far.
Well, what's your purpose? What you trying to do? What you trying to do, woman?
So long to make that dagger.
Can you just stop? Get to the point. You're taking too long. I'm gonna have to pull out the torture techniques if you keep dancing around the topic, and I don't know. I'm
You're
gonna
an
finish
idiot.
my food. I know I am, but what are you?
Never mind. You'll be
I'm gonna
free
cut off your
someday.
hands.
You'll be free. It's fine.
Cut off your hand. I know. I'll cut off your hand. Rip out your throat. Can't do any more magic. Might blind you.
I'm sure there are others. They'll come and find me. And even if they
Yeah.
don't, oh well.
Yeah. Oh well. A well's a good spot. I might dump you there. Yeah,
Jesus
that's a good.
fucking
Yeah, that's a
Christ.
good idea.
You sense a sort of like a zealotry that is hard to place in her. Like she's genuinely like I she is so focused on trying to think of a way to fix whatever thing just happened and go back to
Oh.
her work right now that she isn't.
What's your work? What's your work, Lemon? Tell me what you do. What you about? What you do? What...
What you want? What you really, really want?
Oh shit! All right, ignore this roll I'm about to make. I don't feel like
Well,
calculating out stuff.
I
The chat
suppose
redeemed.
your lack of understanding of this
no,
issue would.
Well, you're trying to summon some sort of like evil
Yeah.
demon. I heard that, but like, why?
A portal. A
Yeah.
portal to the plane of fire.
That's kind of hot.
It's what we need.
Need for what?
Many years ago, the true lords and creators of magic in our world, the original founding of nature itself, were imprisoned in their home realms.
Can you please not?
No,
You're just
Roxanne's
sitting there-
doing that.
You're sitting there
Well, I'm-
bothering her.
Or you can say she slurps her water. You don't actually have to do it into the mic.
No. It's just better that way.
Slurp.
Bro, you would have sit down
One
on the other
day-
side.
One day they will be freed.
That'd be a fun story and all.
And the separated and powerless interior planes will once again be united.
And then what? You're gonna kick a child? What are you gonna do?
And then
The reckoning? What are you trying to like take over the world? rule the
magic will be
planet?
whole again. It will be free. It will
Oh.
be
Okay, Roxanne.
powerful
come over here
once
with me.
again. Its
I did not
influence will
think they would be crazy.
cover the whole world.
Yeah, and why do you want magic to cover the whole world?
You see she like looks at the ground like she's trying to explain something to you that you couldn't understand.
Have you tried using your words to speak?
That'd be 10 pounds of nope in a 5-pound bag. I'm just saying.
If I finish my meal before I understand what's going on here,
It's
that's gonna be a
okay.
hand.
There are so few that understand the powerlessness we live under currently.
Oh, you're just trying to
The-
gain like super strong and like become
With
like Super Saiyan.
with food in his mouth, Rogue Blades goes. You don't mean understand. You mean agree with you.
Silly boy.
Silly woman.
She looks at you and you feel almost like behind your eyes, like your essence, your entire soul is the opposite of hers.
Which means
This is me?
Yes,
Or is
Rogue.
this... Nah.
Oh.
Oh.
You feel like she is. I mean, basically saying she is fire and you are water.
Oh. You would
Mm.
never work
Mm.
out together.
Mm.
Or it'd be a messy relationship.
I've got really good meat with me right now, so...
And
I just realized, wait, I just realized we are like, I'm the Air Nation, but with rock, but going over to the Earth Nation. And, oh my
well,
God, okay.
your Roxanne, she looks at you
Bob is so
too,
close
and
to the ground, he could be considered the Earth Nation.
Roxanne, your
Sorry. Also, since we're
Okay,
already
that was
laughing, I
good.
finished the
Well.
picture. 1 second, let me put it in the thing.
oh no,
Let me put the
Oh,
picture in the thing
Lord.
really quick while we're still laughing.
oh Lord
you know.
Almighty,
No.
oh Lordy Lord.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh my
I like
god.
I like the watermark too.
Taking a big old bite.
Roxanne, you sense that there is that she, well, not just you, Rogue, actually, you sense, this woman, Miza, is not the wisest person. She's clearly very intelligent. She clearly
It's like
has
me.
a
I'm
lot
smart.
of smarts, but she lacks. She's clearly been either brainwashed or otherwise is obsessed with this power she is trying to gather.
Crazy. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you trying to gather this power for
You see
yourself?
that like glare she looked at you with, where you felt like your soul was, you know, an inversion of hers. She looks at Roxanne.
Yeah, crazy and not crazy.
Yeah, she looks at Roxanne with actually a sort of familiarity on her face for a second. And you
no
notice
wisdom,
her,
max intelligence.
you notice her looking at the like the like scarlet red wings, this like streak of red going through Roxanne's hair, the like dark redness of one of her eyes. And you see as she's looking at that, she goes, I am not the only one who has touched fire, then.
Red can mean anything.
Nah, red to being blood, alright?
Mm.
The blood of angry
Good
men.
steak.
Black.
No, you
The night
are.
that'll end at last.
She like leans forward for a second and says, "You are born of fire. I can
I was
see
born
it
in a
in you."
tree. With a bunch of
Trees
winged
can be
elves.
on fire.
Yeah, I mean the trees were eating lava. I mean, fair enough.
Perhaps I should have gone with you
Never.
instead of the
I never
Abishai.
get used to it. Never get used to it.
I know it was pretty cool scene though. When I was like escaping, and, like
You.
I got to see like the base of the trees, and it was pretty hot.
On fire.
She just
No,
like shakes her head like they don't get it.
Yeah, no,
They're not.
I'm with Miz on this one.
They don't get it.
What? I like rocks. If anything, I've touched rocks. I mean, I kind of touched fire when I accidentally burnt my hand when I was like 13, like on making like some tea. It kind of hurt. The left is, yeah. Is that what you mean? Oh, there was a one time I almost walked into the fire pit at like 200. I think it was like I was around 200 years old, and I almost walked in the fireplace at home. I got really close. It burned like the fringes of my garments. Is that what you mean?
She just takes a very, very long, weighted sigh.
Or are you saying like I have fire powers, like I'm a firebender, like from that book series I read a while ago? It was a pretty good read. It was like a boy who was like trying to like go
I
around.
have no clue how many books you've read.
A lot.
I assume so.
Yeah, I've had a lot of time.
Bob is half convinced that these books don't exist.
Only half.
Hey, the torture book was real. I think it got me in trouble one time. I wasn't supposed to read it.
So, Mirza, how do we undo the trees?
Yes. Oh yeah. What happened with the trees? Like, you obviously stabbed a guy. I mean, been there, done that, but
The trees
hasn't?
are a minor inconvenience on the path.
To
it's
you, to
free
the
in
town, not so
Kossuth.
much.
Are you trying to like engulf the world in fire?
Could I do a Arcana check or history check or some sort of check to see if I know Kossuth?
Yeah.
Or at least of
You
what
sort of made one. If you'd like to make some sort of religion check, it's probably the best.
religion check,
but
yeah.
Arcana could be fine. Any.
I'm pretty sure both of those are the same. Yeah. That's a 9.
Kossuth is there's other people in Isle Forge that worship Kossuth.
Sounds kind of
They're
fiery.
not like her. They're not like crazy trying to
not
take over the
crazy.
world, but
Oh.
like I mean, you've never met anyone that's like trying to take over the world and summon a portal to the plane of fire and stuff like that
Can I
in
do
order
a history
Ah,
check to
yeah,
see if I know-
Kossuth. I've been to a church
But-
of that guy.
to know like anything about her, like what she's talking about fully?
You've
Like,
made
what
one,
she's
yeah.
trying
I'll
to do.
explain it. Roxanne, you
Oh,
made one
okay.
you made one like 2 sessions ago. Yeah, you're aware Kossuth is a lord of fire. One person who's worshipped. He is on the plane of fire, and
Let me get this straight. You're
From
trying to
what I
summon-
remember, stopped answering prayers.
he is imprisoned.
Ah,
That's a funny way to say lazy.
like you. You're in prison. Hey, you're like similar. You're like twinsy with them.
And like him, one day I'm sure I will be free.
I like your confidence, kid. Keep it up. I can actually call it kid since I'm way older than her. It's funny.
I mean, I don't plan on keeping you.
I don't either. I was thinking of sending you to the bottom of the ocean where fire can't burn.
That's a lot to take in,
Yeah.
Roxanne. That's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
It is those who think that fire cannot burn them.
No, I
They
know
are
about
most
the lava.
likely to be burned.
I know about lava jets down there. I mean, I should probably be careful and look at the geology of like how it works and see, make sure you don't land on like a heat volcano, underwater volcano.
I think I know. I think I know what Miz is trying to say now. It's like that whole thing about, it's that whole thing about like a dull knife is actually what you cut yourself on. 'Cause a sharp knife you're gonna be more good with.
Tegan
a
has
dull
finally
knife.
understood a single metaphor.
When it goes through
and he's
something,
explaining it
it
extremely poorly.
might accidentally cut you.
Sorry,
When
Rogue,
you're a
not
dull knife,
Tegan.
you have much less control.
So why don't you just sharpen
Is there
it?
someone smarter I could talk to?
I don't
Um,
think so.
Yeah, I don't know. Bob. I mean, Bob's pretty smart. But I don't know. We're all you got right now. Bob's dealing with his new pet bear.
You see a sneer over her face as you say that.
Hey, why'd you sneer? Bear's pretty cute. He likes chocolate. I heard you like chocolate.
That was a non-care bear sneer.
Okay, well,
I hate the fact that that actually worked. How dare you, Tegan? God damn it.
don't you know about the Care Bear snare? It's how we catch them. Okay, well,
It hurts to laugh. That was fucking funny.
I guess. Is there anything else you want to do with Miza? Are you? She's crazy. She's a little bit crazy.
Yeah,
A little bit crazy.
you're crazy. You're a crazy girl.
And a little bit hyperfixated on
You really just want.
summoning Firelord.
Yeah, you
she's-
really want to summon that Fire Lord. Like, is it for personal gain? Set the world on fire? Wanna see the
You
world
recall
burn?
earlier her mentioning, wanting to reunite the magic of the world.
What do you mean by
In like a
more
vague
than
sense, she had said.
Planes.
What do you mean by that? Is that like for personal gain,
You can-
brainwash gain?
She seems kind of
So there
not
being
wanting to
all these
explain
planes,
things, I guess.
there being all these planes, the elemental plane of fire, I think you called it. Would that also beget an elemental plane of water? And in doing so, bringing both these planes into the,
You would
well,
get
I guess,
steam.
existence. Still don't believe in them. They'd probably just cancel each other out. Wouldn't you agree?
Miza? Hello? You there?
The
Hello?
conflagration that would come from the release
Are you trying to destroy the
of the
world or
gods'
not?
binds on our magics
So you're trying to become powerful,
would
more
be
powerful?
more
Yeah, you
wonderful
would have died 5
than
years ago.
anything.
Are you trying
you
to
could
become more
imagine.
powerful? I'm assuming I finished my food by now, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
sorta, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
All
you
right.
want to.
All right, I'll say I have. You're not making sense. So, are you wanting to gain power for your cult to become powerful, rule the world, or destroy the world? Tell me, woman.
Make an insight check. Is your
we-
question is
can we
whether or
give
not
this
she's
advantage?
evil? Your
Yeah, 12.
thing is
I got a
you
12.
you seem to be she's evil. She doesn't
Oh,
think
okay.
she's evil, but she's like
Nobody
she's a
you're
bad
thinks
person.
they're
So
evil,
are you
except
right,
for
what
like-
are you
Albion.
trying to do? Who's your leader? Are you the leader? Are you just the only one? Were you brainwashed by someone higher up? What's going on here?
Oh yeah, who's pulling
Yeah.
the strings?
Yeah, who's the BBG we're gonna
entirely
have to
you?
kill? I mean, not kill. Talk to.
Did you hear dreams of this Kosuth guy?
Yeah. Were you touched by your uncle and it made you enraged?
Jesus fucking Christ, Nazca.
I don't know.
Let's not bring up bannable topics. On
What,
Yeah,
that's not-
that's
What?
crossed a bit of a line.
What? Her uncle could have been the fire guy, and that's why she has fire powers.
Nothing you say is important.
I pull out my knife and stab her leg.
Okay, make an attack roll.
That's advantage because she's
She's bound,
Oh,
so you have advantage.
grappled
Okay.
or whatever it's
Alright,
called.
wait, where's dagger? I got a
I'm pretty sure that's
23 and an 8, so 23.
Okay, you pull out a knife and stab a bloody, bound woman with it, and she
deal
just
5
looks at you
damage.
as her consciousness seems to wane and says, "Idiot."
I
She
use
coughs
healing
up a
stone to
little bit
bring
of
her back.
blood and falls unconscious.
Well, technically,
and
I haven't taken a long rest, so I can't change the spell. So technically, I would just do cure wounds on her.
Okay, you
Yeah.
cast Cure
Cure
Wounds and
This is
see
fucked
her.
up. I don't
Yeah,
see
yeah.
the
I'm
reason for
gonna.
this to
I'm
proceed,
going to go and
honestly.
I'm going to take the knife out of Roxanne's hands.
Okay. Rogue comes up behind you and grabs at the knife.
Well, is Miza restabilized?
Is stabilized. Like you are casting Cure Wounds, holding the
You
knife
cast
in
Cure
one
Wounds.
hand, holding a hand to Miza as she is like coughed up blood and keeled forward, like half into your arms. You place a hand against her,
You have to roll the amount of health.
Oh,
and
sorry, I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me that.
I feel like if Roxanne proceeds along this path, this is going to be a
13.
quote. Like,
yeah,
I'm not sure
Roxanne
if they're
becomes
defending
evil.
or not.
Who knows?
Yeah, I
This is-
healed her
this
for
is really
13.
Yeah, I'm
no
gonna
shit
take the. I'm
territory.
gonna take the dagger out of Roxanne's hands.
Yeah, from behind you feel Rogue come up and pull the dagger from your
Yeah,
hand.
clean that off. Clean that off. Anyways,
I just throw it into
sorry,
my backpack.
you frustrated me. Sorry about that. Also, I healed for 13.
She blood just falls out of her mouth as she suddenly eyes open again.
Sorry, you frustrated me. Sorry about that.
You frustrate me to no end.
Yeah, same. So
Well,
you're not
there
giving
is
me
an
a...
end because I'm bringing you both out of here. Miza, so sorry to bother you, and I just
No.
I
I
just
wanna
take back out
know.
the gag and start tying it back around her mouth.
Okay.
So sorry to bother you. Enjoy your long nap. And
Oh,
I
there's also food there.
give a
on the
little
table.
tip of the tricorn and leave the room dragging hopefully both a non-resistant Roxanne and Bob. Maybe
Bob is
resistant Roxanne, but
downstairs,
I'm
so it's
pretty
okay.
sure. Oh,
I'm still downstairs. I wasn't in the
Okay.
room.
No,
So
I'll
just
just
walk-
okay.
walk
Yeah, I
out.
dragged Roxanne out.
No, you don't have to drag me out. I'd walk with
You
you.
move.
Like, fine.
I
Pull Roxanne
usher
out with
you
you.
out at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah. Like,
You
fine.
two leave
Miza,
behind you as you leave. The guard swings the door closed and locks it.
The blood was there when we got there. All right.
There
No, it
was plenty
wasn't.
of blood before we got
Yes, it
there.
was.
You stabbed that woman in front of me.
I did none of this. The blood was there was before I got there. I swear. I promise you. I assure you.
She's the mayor.
Not anymore.
She's
a cult
she's
leader.
clearly a little crazy, but she's the mayor.
She is the mayor. Sorry, guard.
caused the
I
trees
will
to
deal
come
with
up.
this. Please look the other way, and I slip him 5 gold pieces.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion check.
Yeah.
Finally.
I can't give you advantage for what Nazca's doing, so
It's gonna be a 19.
okay. You slip him 5 gold pieces, and he looks at you like, "Oh, okay, we're doing this. Yeah, okay." He takes it.
All right, and I keep ushering Roxanne down the stairs back towards Bob.
You slip
Oh, hi,
Roxanne
Bob.
out.
Hey, Bob. How's it going?
Roxanne has
We finished our lunch up there.
some fresh blood on her fingers as she comes down, Bob.
Bob stops eating, staring at the two of them, before slowly setting down the haunch of meat in his hand. What happened?
Girl stuff.
I got her out of there after. She's alive. The
Rogue,
one up there's alive.
what happened?
Girl stuff.
I'd rather not say it in front of everyone. There's a lot of people here.
And lean in close and whisper, what happened?
Girl stuff.
A lot of talking with Miza. Roxanne got annoyed and stabbed Miza in the leg, causing her to lose consciousness before healing her again. I assume it was some kind of torture technique. I took the knife away. We should probably have her clean her hands. And I paid off the guard.
You know how long I thought of during the week to do that?
Bob sighs a little bit. Roxanne, sit down here for a second.
Okay.
I'll go get some water for you to clean off your hand. And
Okay.
Rogue goes off looking for
Is it
Barlinda.
boiling?
We're going to wait for Rogue to get back because he needs to hear this too.
Oh, I was hoping that Bob and Roxanne would have a heart-to-heart. Like, I already got my alone time with Bob, so...
Oh no, Bob has something to say and all parties
Oh,
involved need to
alright,
hear
alright.
it.
Oh, do I have the dagger, by the way?
No, I
No,
took that
back-
from you. It's in my
Rogue
backpack.
took it. It's in the backpack.
All right. Well, I still have my knife, animated knife, so I'm good.
Alright, so
Alright,
can
let
I
me
go
just-
find Barlinda and bring back a
Yeah.
cup of water?
you
Alright,
find
I say,
Barlinda.
clean off your
Oh, I
hand.
still have my hammer. I could break her hand.
Clean off your hand.
All right, so are all three of us at the table now?
Yes.
We are. I
Okay.
sit down on the outer edge of the table of like a booth. That way Roxanne cannot get out without going past me.
It's not necessarily a booth, but you sit Roxanne down in the like corner
Roxanne,
of the
it's
room
time-
essentially.
Yeah.
Roxanne, it's time for you to hear a hard
Timeout
truth.
chair.
Rogue is actually a child.
Don't guess until I finish what I've said.
Oh, okay.
No.
You just tortured
Hmm.
a helpless, bound individual for information I told you she didn't have.
No, she has it. She just doesn't want to say it.
She did tell us a lot.
If you
and then
ever
you stabbed her.
do anything like this again, I will abandon you at the next port.
Oh,
I will not travel with you. This crosses a line, Roxanne. This is not okay. Do you understand?
I think so.
To be honest, I'm also very uncomfortable with what you did, Roxanne. That was a little fucked up.
Fair enough.
Can we just not with the blood for right
Oh,
now?
okay.
There will be no torturing of captives, Roxanne. Understood?
Okay.
It doesn't happen again.
All right.
Well, glad we got that out.
And Bob will
I've-
kind of push his plate forward a little bit. Like,
I've
I
lost
think
the
I've lost my
rest of
appetite.
my appetite.
So we might as well
Um,
meet up with the crew and see what we're doing until we ship out.
That seems
I pull out
And-
my notebook and start
was-
crossing out a bunch of stuff.
Bob is quite clearly very unhappy with Roxanne.
I
Can't do
will.
that anymore. Can't do that.
Bob, if you would like to go check with the crew, I will stick around Roxanne and keep her away from Mrs. Room.
Can't do
Probably
that.
a good idea.
Can't
We need
do
at least
that.
one person around her, and to be fair, if anyone comes up on me, I am prepared.
Can't do that anymore.
All right. Well, Bob's
So-
going to look for the crew.
Bob, you head out the front door and look down into the.
I'm gonna trust Bob
Harbor
not to get
area.
kidnapped, and I swear to God if he does.
Bob,
you have
look out
one
into-
chance, Tristan.
Bob, you look out into the harbor area, and you see a couple things. One, your ship, obviously still there, appears to be, gathering supplies, people putting stuff on. Otherwise, you would know you were leaving tomorrow. So yeah, it looks like people are bringing stuff back and forth on it. It looks like there's some, maybe some people like getting things together, like luggage and stuff, perhaps leaving. You're not certain, but you also then see next to your ship two much larger ships. They look like probably freight ships carrying more supplies, have come into harbor and are currently being, like, it looks like everyone or almost everyone, aside from like hunters and guards and stuff, are out on the docks pulling stuff off of these two ships that have come into harbor.
Well, hey.
That you'd figure probably happened early in the morning while you guys were out. So you see that. It looks like there's stuff being brought in, people unloading stuff. And from there, you also see Captain Alley giving commands and stuff from the head of the ship, your ship. And yeah, what are you up to?
All right. Bob will head down to the docks and see if there's any way he can help out Blake with the preparations until they head out.
Okay.
He needs
so
to get
you-
his mind off of what just happened.
Okay, you head down into the dock area, meet back up with Captain Alley and everyone, and start helping out, loading, unloading everything. Good to know. Roxanne and Rogue, back where you are. So Rogue, you're staying with Roxanne, kind of probably awkwardly.
All right, Roxanne, I assume you want time to think about things, and I believe the best time to think about things is
I start slamming
nearly
my head on
after
the
they
table.
happen. Would you like me to take you to a pebble beach?
That's actually what I was thinking of doing. Then going to chuck rocks in the ocean.
I'm on a wavelegth, and that
Yeah.
wavelength is with both of you right now. We're
I know,
all a
I
team,
just
okay?
I slammed my head into the table a few times, and then I look at Rogue after he says that, like, yeah, it would be nice.
All right, follow me. I think I saw one down around near where the
Am I gonna
entrance
get
to the.
kidnapped again? I
Not
mean, it
while
was
I'm
kind of
here.
fun.
If someone comes near me and they leave footprints, burning footprints,
You would
Am I allowed to
you would
stab
know
don't
him?
know
now.
how much I
The
will
people
do.
that left burning footprints were the like spellcasters of this, like the warlocks.
If someone tries to kidnap me, am I allowed to stab him, or am I not?
Okay,
If I have them bound, am I stabbing them?
look, I
How do I know if you
am
can stab people
not
or not?
comfortable with a lot of things that have happened recently. So let's just go to a pebble beach. If someone comes up on us, we'll deal with it at the time. And I'm assuming I saw some sort of pebble
Okay,
beach
so
either on the way in
Bob
or
goes
in
down
our
into the
travels
harbor.
around.
There's
Mhm.
long stretches of beaches along the whole island, and more importantly, off the harbor, you can just like walk up around.
Yeah, I was
and get down
basically
onto the
wanting to
beaches.
go down to the harbor where
Okay, so the two of
boats are
you
coming
head
in,
down sort of
where
into the
all
harbor.
the pebbles are.
You see the two extra ships as well, having come into port, offloading stuff.
Do I recognize them?
Make a. No, you you do not right.
Okay,
You saw the first ship you'd ever seen in port like 6 days
fair
ago,
enough.
so these are brand new ships to you.
Bro, do you know any about those ships? I don't recognize them.
What do they kind of look like?
They are about twice as tall, twice as long as the Seas Deceit. They are just massive freighter ships.
Aye,
Look like
that one be
they're-
a freighter and that one be a brigandine.
Brigadee's not.
Okay. I'm assuming Roxanne
yeah.
said that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Rogue.
So you two go down to the
I just
beach
start
off the side.
checking granite stones, like just various ones, like
You're just
from
picking
the
up rocks off the
rock.
beach. You can see like the further deeper, like the closer to the actual like water line you get at any given point, there's finer, smaller pebbles, and then as you get up, there's rockier sections of like very clearly
I
like
just-
igneous rocks that have kind of toppled off of
I
the
know. I just
mountains
keep
behind
checking.
you.
I just keep checking rocks and different ones, like from the sedimentary to the exploding ones to the flashbangs, just across the
Okay.
ocean.
You just check into the ocean, watching just like sand explode out everywhere and just sparks of light.
Fire-
And,
Make
Loud
sure to
noises.
keep any ones you'd like.
You just keep
Roxanne,
checking them.
while this is
I'm not sure
happening,
if we'll be back
you
here anytime
hear in
soon.
your head a familiar voice, the voice of Watson, your otter mentor, otter friend,
Otter
person-
escapee.
otter escapist. Yes.
Yeah.
You hear
Es-
uh
escape provider.
yes, Roxanne.
Hello.
Hello. I'm just
Hello.
checking in on you.
Who are? Oh,
I'm
how?
just checking in.
Oh yeah.
With
Oh
a
yeah. Your
magical
castle
spell.
wizard.
A magical spell.
Oh.
I'm checking in on you.
Hello.
And how are things going? Are you alive? Are you okay?
Yeah, I stabbed
to check.
someone and tortured them. Apparently
did
that's a
what?
no-no. Apparently it's a no-no. I got
You
my
did
people.
what?
I got people.
You
mad.
tortured someone?
Yeah, they kidnapped me
That's-
twice.
oh.
I got-
Torturing
I
is
was-
bad,
And I was
Roxanne.
talking
Oh,
to them
no.
afterwards after they were found, and they made me angry, so I stabbed them in the leg and then cure wounds them. Apparently, I'm not.
That's
allowed to do
fucked up,
that.
Roxanne.
That's what they said. I don't know. I'm new to this. This is my first time being out in 727 years. I didn't know that was bad. I didn't learn any of that.
Are you safe?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, but I mean, there's a giant void
We'll-
demon too.
There's a what?
There was a void demon that this evil cultist, Fire Witch, spawned.
Oh,
He's trying to
dear.
go to like the
What
fire
did I
thing.
send you into?
I don't think you meant to. I'm gonna be
I'm
honest. I was
coming. I'm
surprised as
taking
well.
you home right now.
Oh,
I'm gonna be
no.
honest. I was surprised as well.
Do
but
I
then
need to come get
Oh,
you? What
oh,
is
wait,
happening?
No, but you can help us out a bit. So here's what happened. So
she stabbed this
Oh, excuse,
imp,
sorry.
Akitan.
You like feel
And
like you
she
lose
summoned
connection
it-
for a second, and then like 5 seconds later, I'm back.
Yeah. So like she stabbed into this imp and with this fancy looking fire dagger, trying to summon some fire demon. I don't remember his name off the top of my head, but anyway, but she ended up not doing the ritual. Like she just got
Is it
angry and
Sakuth?
like how I like angrily stabbed her in the leg. She instead angrily stabbed this pure and helpless imp that was bound up as well. And summoned a giant void monster that I ended up just throwing a bunch of flashbang rocks at and like blinding it. But then Rogue, my buddy over there, he came up and like stabbed it and did some like fancy footwork and like killed it. And then afterwards, there was just this giant void portal, and then I pushed a guy into it and it just disappeared.
You did what to a guy?
Okay.
Yeah, but before that, I
That's-
got kidnapped twice, and the
I
first time
thought you
failed, and I
wanted to
killed
see
the guy.
some rocks.
I did. I saw so many rocks. Look, I'm even on a pebble beach right now. It's throwing some rocks into the ocean, exploding them.
Well, I can't
What?
really afford to do these conversations very often, but should I like do some research on that stuff you just said?
Probably. It'd probably be useful if you could send like some information this way about how to deal with the void portal that spawned here.
I don't. Oh, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, it's a big sucky hole.
Okay. Well,
How many sendings was that?
I'm glad you're okay.
Glad you're doing well too, Watson.
Please don't stab anyone and torture them.
I won't
Anymore?
torture with them knowing it. I've learned my lesson. Don't tell people stuff that they don't want to hear.
Well,
That is the wrong lesson.
Yeah. I'll contact you if I find any information, or otherwise
thank
I'll
you.
try to check in some days. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good time.
You too.
It's auto-released a
You feel-
rock-obsessed
you
sociopath into
feel-
the fucking world.
You feel the connection sever between you and Watson. You
You must have entered a cave.
well.
Wow, that was a whole lot.
Yeah.
So
That
this
was
is
a 10-pound bag of
ima-
nope in a 5-pound bag.
I'm pretty sure like I was just talking out loud and Rogue just heard it all and like was just confused like half the conversation.
Look, I don't need any more to process. So
wanna throw
fucking
some rocks in
wizards.
there?
Fucking wizards.
You want to throw some rocks
I-
into the ocean?
I just kind of want to sit on this stump here that I've got.
Hmm.
It's a nice
seem-
stump,
Yeah, it is.
very sturdy.
Yeah. So how are you doing, Rogue?
I've been better.
Hmm. Can I have my dagger back? It's kind of like from my parents.
I know you couldn't see it, but my eye literally twitched.
You couldn't see it because he's got the eye patch on.
He's got the eye patch, yeah. So, I'll give it back to you once we get on the ship. I want to have it cleaned first. And I don't really feel comfortable cleaning it in town.
All right. I mean, you just wipe it on the ground or something like that. I don't know.
Blood runs deep.
Fair
Need
enough.
deeper cleaning than that.
Just wear red. Can I start a little fire on the beach too?
Only if you
guess.
promise to put it out once you're done.
Oh yeah.
You gather up some rocks or some twigs and branches and bark
And
from
throw a
and
rock
driftwood
on
and
it.
stuff, and
It explodes.
it's a little.
Well, I have a tinderbox, but I guess if you want to do the rock route, that works. as
No,
well.
the tinderbox, please!
Tinderbox.
I throw it and it blinds Rogue.
Ah, not again!
My one eye.
My one eye. That's actually a really good tactic.
You move
Just
the
have-
you move the thing to the other eye, and now
I
you can
move
see
the eye
fine.
patch to the other eye, and I can see. I'm no longer blinded.
Rogue, why do you wear an eye patch? What happened to your eye?
It's important
Just
as a
just note.
pirate.
I'm just gonna put these next to each other so you can see that the eye patch is in fact on a random eye between one or the other day.
Yep, it is. It is important as a pirate to be able to fight at any occasion. This includes being able to change from fighting above deck to below deck within mere seconds. And that means one of my eyes must always be accustomed to the dark, while one of my eyes must always be accustomed to the light.
Why don't you just get like night vision goggles?
Those are expensive.
I probably can make them for you.
Don't elves have dark vision?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, don't ruin this for me. It's my
Yeah.
pirate code.
Wait.
You're not here. Shut up, God!
Wait, aren't you an elf as well? I swear elves have dark vision. They can see in the dark pretty well. It might just be winged elves, but I don't see how that would be useful. No, it could be useful for winged elf.
Sometimes it's good
Descendant.
to be able to see very well in the dark within a moment's notice.
Why don't you
It
just-
keeps it much less jarring when switching between above deck and below deck.
I'd use dancing light. Wait, how much light does this emit? Actually, never mind. I might not if it doesn't emit too much.
It emits like a room's worth of light, dancing
I don't
lights.
think it does too much.
You can light up like 3 sections of small amounts. Yeah,
Oh,
I
Isn't
think it's
that
like
4
20
lights?
feet. Might be 4. I believe it's like 20 feet.
I don't
remember.
think it's enough to prove my point. Like,
I mean, it would be good
You
enough
could
to fight him, but
flashbang Rogue.
I don't have spells, so that doesn't really help me all that
Yeah.
much.
Sounds like you put a lot of unnecessary pressure on yourself.
Pressure is important to keep oneself focused.
Roxanne would know pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah, pressure on carbon after a long time plus heat will form a crystalline structure with the carbon
And
atoms.
then Roxanne just goes, "Are you gonna die?"
Are you gonna die?
There's so much
Are you
pressure.
gonna turn yourself into a diamond? Don't turn yourself into a diamond. They're pretty, but they can't move. I was
I
like,
have no clue what you are going on about at this point. I have not once
like
in
a
my
baby
life
younger brother to
turned
me.
into a diamond.
Well, you shine bright like a diamond.
That's
That's the
I
nicest
swear
thing
I've heard
anyone's
that
ever said to me.
somewhere.
Like seeing you dance out there on the not the dance. I almost said dance floor in my brain. Woo. Long
On the
day.
battlefield.
On the battlefield, we made it look like a dance field with like how your fancy movement. It was very cool, very inspiring. And then you just walked around and like you.
To be fair, all I did was stand there, move around it, and stab it a few times.
Yeah, but
it
you
did
made it
not
look so
last long like
elegantly.
everything.
You made it look so elegant. You're so cool.
A sword's movements should be as elegant as you can to
You're
lead
so
into the
calm
next
and
sword
relaxed.
strike.
And you're way more mature, even though I'm like way older than you.
How many people fucking know my age?
I mean, it's kind of obvious.
Did it get out?
No, I
Who
don't know.
told you?
Your face.
Fuck. Okay. Okay. I am
mean,
calm.
after a while, just like thinking of and looking at your face, like, yeah, kind of looks like a baby photo of my dad, like when he was young, like a young elf.
I'm yellow.
Yeah,
How am I your dad?
yeah, you look like a yellow dad.
I guess.
You look like a yellow dad. What the fuck is happening anymore?
Hey, you just look like that. Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
talking a lot sometimes hurts.
Yeah, I know. Especially when you do that raspy voice.
This is my voice.
No, it sounds like you're forcing it, kind of. I've heard a few people who actually have raspy voice like that, and they're smokers. And I haven't seen you smoke one. Wait, has Rogue actually smoked anything?
No.
Like,
As far as you
okay.
can tell, Rogue has not smoked.
Yeah, you
drank,
don't smell the
literally
smoke.
don't like anything.
You don't
that
smell the smoke, and you don't look like a smoker. Your face is too pretty for that. You obviously have that's
clothes
not your
must
normal voice.
smell like blood, and I don't like it.
Uh,
Blood and ash, and I really don't like the combination.
yeah. Seem like a baby though.
Well,
That
you
is a
two,
weird thing to say to someone.
Like a younger brother.
That is also a weird thing to say to someone.
What it is?
like a younger
A
brother who I
little bit.
torture people in front of.
Oh yeah, I guess I did torture someone.
A family that
Weird.
tortures together.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what went through my brain. I guess it was like one of those books I read. Like, I think it was one of the books that I got in trouble with my parents, like
Some
reading.
things, sometimes you must be able to tell the difference between fantasy and reality. Like those characters in that book
Like
getting
pretending to be someone
tortured.
that you shouldn't be.
They are not, at
Like
least I
cosplay.
hope they weren't people. You are people. Those
I'm not a
characters in the
person.
book
I'm an
are
elf. I'm a winged
characters.
elf. You're an elf. Look at those ears. Cute
We're
ears.
humans, humanoids.
Oh, human. Oh, fair enough.
It's how people refers to not just humans, it refers to all humanoids.
Dang, humans are so self-centered. They put their label on everything.
They really do. A lot of
Yeah.
humans are just like, oh,
They're like a
humanoid. We were the first ones here. You're all human-esque.
yeah. It's like a wolf. They pee on everything.
You know what? You're kind of right about that.
Yeah. Claim everything as their territory. Like look at Mizza. She's trying to claim the world as her territory. Instead of pee though, it's fire.
Yeah, I was about to ask, but I would like to forego that part of the conversation with reckless abandon.
That's fair enough. I'll use yeah. So what's your favorite type of tea?
I prefer
Ivory?
chamomile.
Oh,
How
okay.
did I know you were going to say that?
Alright, noted.
Nice tea. Thank you.
Yeah, and how do you like that prepared?
As chamomile is prepared with fuck, where's my fucking tea knowledge? I remember it's supposed to be around 90 degrees.
You just like you put the boiling pot on the rocks outside the house for 20 seconds, and then you make the tea.
727 years old, Reeve.
When you live
He's
next to a
estimate.
volcano.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Alright. Have you thought about things here?
Yeah.
Gotten some things out. Did you pick up some rocks that you liked?
Your knowledge on tea is too fancy. You don't seem, and you said like exact temperatures, which I wouldn't expect from the pirates.
Niceties are good to have.
Yeah, you seem too
Tea
smart.
is very expensive.
Did you
And
run
that's
away as
why I
well?
like it.
Are you running away from something?
Well, to be fair, pirates are not liked, and people want me dead. So, running away, sometimes a good thing when people want you dead.
Like from your parents?
Not particularly from my parents.
Hmm.
If you'd like to roll an insight check in that, you can. I will roll a
Five.
deception check.
What?
I will roll a deception check. Let's see.
I don't. I mean, if she somehow roll worse than me, that
It's possible.
yeah.
All right,
Okay,
that's
no.
a 9. You believe Rogue is telling the truth.
That he's not running away from his parents.
Yep.
All right. Fair enough. All right. I mean, some of us are running away from different things. Like I don't know. I saw Bob.
Plenty of
Like,
things to run away
yeah.
from.
Like I saw Bob running away from something when he entered the ship.
I saw him jump out of a window.
I know it was pretty insane.
It's
Like
crazy.
Very acrobatic.
He's so acrobatic.
Yeah. Yeah.
He looks like a bowling ball coming out of there.
Yeah.
And he landed so deftly on his feet.
Wait, didn't he get like like a really good roll?
Yes.
He went straight
Like-
through
like
that
he-
window.
Yeah, and like didn't he like do fancy landy too?
Always.
If I remember.
Always fancy landing.
Yeah,
So deftly on his
it
feet.
was such a fancy
We
landing.
should get back over to Bob. Maybe help move a bit of stuff. it's-
I kind of want to go to bed.
That is true. That is true.
It is 1 p.m.
I kind of want to go
in
to bed.
world.
1 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
I kind of want to explore the island. I kind of want to get that bag of
Let's-
holding. Seems kind
Let's
of useful.
start with just going and hanging out near Bob, as the longer I'm away, the more I'm sure that the person who I am not with is getting kidnapped.
That's valid.
That's a very valid stress response.
I
to this.
only did it
But he-
twice in 1 day. What's wrong? It's fine.
I have
But he does have that
problems.
He does have bread with him.
It's fine.
Bread?
Yeah, bread.
Who?
Bread. That little dragon thing.
Bear?
Oh,
Okay. Well, that's such a weird. Good, nice. Okay, with that in mind, you two head over to. Do you give Roxanne her 40 gold pieces?
I do. I say, here's your part of Mrs. Gold.
oh no, I'm fine.
Please take it. Holding on to it is like blood in the water.
Hey, Rogue, you want 40 gold pieces as a gift?
Sure.
There you go.
I'll hold on to him for you.
No. You can have 'em. Keep the change.
Okay. And you do
I don't
see,
really need it.
as you guys shuffle on over back to Bob, you do see the cantankerous Kyle attempting to peddle his wares to random passersby that look like they have money.
Oh, look at the
Yes, Kyle.
Yes.
My
Hello.
good man.
The goblinoid,
done today?
the sort of a fey goblin.
You happen to have anything new within the past day?
This big black robe comes up. No, I did go out into the city yesterday, but there was a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, I got
There
kidnapped.
was.
guys.
There was like these dudes out there. I was crazy. Dude, don't tell anyone. There were these guys in red cloaks. They drew this big circle on the ground, and this big red dude like appeared, and they tackled him. It's fucking crazy.
Ah,
Can you mark that on the map and I pull it out?
did he mayhaps have what did
Oh,
the
wait, no, Red
Abishai
Guy
He
have
had
as,
like these
a
big black horns.
big
It's all
black horn?
scaly.
Oh, Aki-chan?
That's his name. You
Yeah,
met him?
that's his-
Yeah,
yeah, he shouldn't be bothering anyone. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
I
met
was
him in a
crazy.
cage.
I
And,
tried.
I
was
woke up-
crazy.
I tried
woke up
following
in a
them, but they got away. They're
Yeah.
stealthy fuckers, even carrying.
Yeah, I
him.
woke up in a
They
prison
do
cell
leave
next to him.
Very particular footprints, though.
Yeah. I
Really?
woke up in a prison cell next to
Oh
Aki-chan.
yeah.
It was
Never
insane.
mind. Never mind. You shouldn't have to worry about those guys. What?
Yeah,
what
you
were-
should have
you
to worry
had
about
the
them, Edward.
pole. You had the slippers.
the
Did
pole.
you have any other magic
I
items?
got this. Ooh. He goes through his whole routine again. He's got the potion of water breathing for 150 gold pieces. He's got the bag of holding for 500 gold pieces. He's got the goggles of night for 300 gold pieces, and he's got 4 potions of healing each for 50 gold pieces.
A bag of holding's tempting. You said 500?
If you guys are gonna keep doing what you do, potions of healing better be fucking tempting.
No, I already have my potion
Are
of healing.
Really fucking tempting right now, Tristan. You have no fucking.
I have my
idea.
potion of healing already, okay? I have one prepared.
So
Wait, could I try to sell sell this guy the rock with healing ability?
you pull out the do your bit.
Oh,
Try and
oh,
sell it.
oh, I got this cool new rock that I made the other day. It's a healing. Well, not the other day. I made it like a few hours ago. But look, Kyle, it's a healing.
You can
rock.
make healing items.
Yeah, it
You
was
can make
pretty
those?
insane. Yeah,
I
Ooh,
make these.
that's crazy.
I made
What's it
this
do?
myself. It heals you. Like it's like a
Oh.
healing potion, but as a rock. See,
Are you fucking with me?
no,
Can
no.
I hold it?
My brain went. I stab him and then use
gonna
it to
grab
hit him.
He's just gonna
No.
grab it and fucking run.
No. He wants to
My
look
brain
at
would.
it.
My brain would stab him, then heal him with it.
Roxanne,
But I'm
you
not
are
gonna
a
do that.
fucked up motherfucker.
No, I hand him the rock. It's like, see.
He
and
like
then
looks
uses-
at it really hard, like squinting at it, like puts it almost touching his eyeball.
Yep. That's
it's
a rock.
magic. How'd you
yeah.
do this?
I don't know. I was just kind of like.
This is crazy.
Sad laid in bed looking at the rock, and then it started glowing a bit green, and it felt healing.
It's like he's like that's amazing. Okay, you got more of these? What is this? What do I do?
I'm willing to give you that if you give me half off on the bag of holding.
How much healing? He like puts it
Uh,
down for a second, and, like looks
I don't
at
know.
you.
That feels like
smirking.
such a weird thing. It's like equivalent of a healing pot.
I give you 50 gold pieces off the bag of holding for it.
Wait, that would be 450. That's like, oh, and then I have this rock too, and I pull out and enchant a rock with let's go with flashbang. It's like also have this other cool rock which is like it explodes
one?
and like blinds. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. You
Let
can
me
throw
see
it
that.
at someone and
May
blinds
I
them.
see it?
Yes, and I hand it to him.
He looks it over. It does seem pretty magical.
Yeah. Wait. I grab. Wait, is there like just
You guys are gonna
just
fucking
before I do
get us
this?
banned from
Just before I do
Chakra
this. Just before
styles.
this. Wait, how close am I out to like the edge of the port?
He's just like tapping the two rocks together, like.
How close I am to the edge of
I
the
am
port?
close to kidnapping and bringing Cantaker's Kyle with us.
Roxanne,
Wait.
you are on the harbor right now. You're
Okay,
on
'cause
the
I just
wooden
was, like-
planks.
Cause I kind of just want to like throw it over the edge just to show him that it explodes, and then hand him another one.
You toss it. Okay, you can do that.
Yeah, I toss it and
toss
show
it.
him like, look at this.
You see like,
Ah, my eyes!
80 people all like look like, what the fuck?
Yeah, see? And I pull out another one. See, it does that. And then I have this one and I throw it out and it just explodes in a fragment. And then I have this one and I throw it out and it explodes in a sand.
Notices this by now.
That's crazy. How do you do all those?
Just magic. I just do like I just feel it and it's like causes it to happen. I can sell you a few of these if you want some.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wait, if you can probably sell them for like
How
50
many?
each. If I'll give you. Wait, one second. I'm mathing in my head.
I
If
got it.
50. I'll give you 10 for the bag of holding.
Make a deception check, Roxanne.
I'll give you 10 of these for the.
Yes. Yes.
Bro, can you help me?
Rogue, are you
I'm
on
not
the? Are you on?
Rogue, please help me.
You have the rocks.
If you
want
burn
the
a
bag of
first level
holding.
spell slot, to like enchant the rock to make it a healing in front of him to like have a second one, I don't care that you don't have it prepared. If you just burn a first level spell slot, I'll let you have advantage.
All right, I'll burn one, and I'll give him 2, so at least he has 2 healing rocks, and then I'll give him like a bunch of like
Regular rocks.
but he thinks they're stun grenades. All
Yeah.
right.
You can see if something's
Oh
enchanted.
my
You
god,
saw it.
13. Yeah, you saw me enchant. Well, I just kept pulling them out of like.
He
my
watched you
pocket, like,
enchant
damn it.
each and every one of them. He did. So 13.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Sorry,
gonna
Rogue,
roll
you
for him. He is not smart nor wise. He has a -2.
Oh.
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
Thank God.
He
What are you
is like
trying
watching this. He goes. He like squints an eye for a second and goes. Are you sure? All these rocks are worth like 50. This seems starting to seem too good to be true.
Well, I mean, you saw me throwing them.
I
and
did,
stuff.
but how'd
and
you
they-
get
they
so
make-
many?
I just sat in my room and just was like, all right, I'm just gonna make a bunch, see how many I can make, and then I made a
He
bunch.
takes one of the rocks you've given him. There are 8 rocks, and only one of them is magic still.
Well, two of them because I gave him 2.
But he's
healing.
taking not the healing ones. He's taking the other 8
Oh.
that are supposed to explode, and he's gonna take one of them at random, and he's gonna throw it.
Oh,
So
This
you're.
needs to be
I'm gonna roll a
a 1 out of
d8,
yeah.
and you're gonna pray I roll an 8. Okay.
Wait. Oh, okay. Oh, that works.
I rolled a
the
7.
final rock you enchanted. Oh,
He-
no.
Throws a rock, and nothing happens.
You
It just
didn't give it enough
plunks
spirit. You
into
didn't
the-
tell it to explode.
You didn't say that at all when you were making them.
Oh wait, no, sorry, not tell. It was like it's not tell, but like want it to.
Now I'm
explode.
down 1 rock.
Well, that's your problem.
Take your rock back. No deal. No deal. No deal.
All right.
This is sketchy. This is sketchy
Well,
stuff.
then I have. One
You don't
more
think
rock
I've
to
never
do.
met a swindler before?
Yes.
Rude.
No.
Rude.
But I have one more rock for you.
Jesus.
Please, I have one more rock to show you, and I pull out my flying knife
Okay.
and I show up. Look at this. Look at this thing. I'm pretty sure it's still fiery, and it looks fiery and ragey. Look at this thing. It dances around into your command, and it does like whatever you want, and it's like a flying, floating knife. And even better, this one
I know. She's
is
gonna
immune to
I'll take
damage.
health potions, and I slip him 100 gold pieces.
he holds the 2 health potions behind his back and like hands them to you and takes the gold pieces during the middle of her talking.
Hey, look at this fancy knife. Look, it flies around at your command, and it's immune to fire. And if you believe me, there's been some fiery people on this island.
Regular health potions, right?
Yeah, regular health potion 50 each. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, they look at this.
I'm gonna give you 1 more chance. Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Why? Oh, I was gonna say why is that
He already
disadvantage, but-
doesn't trust you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but I realized. Wait, deception
Yeah,
or persuasion?
persuasion. You're not lying about what the rock can do. The thing you're lying about is
I got a
you
10.
haven't said.
Say magical.
He goes, no. 500
Don't-
gold pieces are nothing.
All right,
That's a bag.
all right, fair enough.
I
Guess
mean,
no rocks for you. No magic rocks.
I can get pebbles all I want.
Yeah, but can you get them to heal?
Well, neither can you, apparently.
Have you tried the healing one?
I already threw one. Didn't do jack shit.
Yeah, but the healing ones you're not supposed to throw.
And you told me you're supposed to throw them before. This conversation
no,
is
you throw-
over. He like wraps his cloak around him so you can just see his eyes peering out, and he just like steps backwards into
I
the
always like
crowd.
to think he's rat folk.
He's not though. He's not a
Yeah, but
rat.
it's really funny to think of him as rat folk.
I
We
throw
should.
into the back of his cloak knife, and I run away.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I have the knife, like tear out his clothes, and then run back.
I'm going to stop that. I'm going to stop her from assaulting.
Your knife like goes flying towards Kyle. Make a grapple check, Rogue.
All right. I only get athletics for that, so fuck. 19.
Okay, you reach out, and as this knife is going, you just grab it in your hand.
Assaulting people in broad daylight.
I wasn't
not
gonna
a good-
assault him. I learned my lesson. Don't stab people who are.
The
don't
knife
deserve to
is
be
going
stabbed.
at him. Let's.
Yeah, but he wasn't
let's
gonna
cool
stab
it with
him.
the knives. Cool it with the knives.
That's a rock.
Rogue, could you
Are
make
you
me
telling me that a whole ass
Rogue, could
shrimp
you
fried
make me
this
a-
rice?
Could you make me a dexterity saving throw from having just grabbed this knife out of the air?
Yes, I can. That's an 18.
Okay, you look down and you just see just an ever so small amount of just like light abrasions, some of them slightly cut into on your hand from where this rock has pressed into you.
Well, I
As you
look at it
grabbed
and
it.
I feel a bit bad and like terrified. Like, I'm sorry for hurting you, there, Rogue.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
I
a
grab the
paper
rock-
cut. And
I grab the rock and I heal him with it.
Oh my
I
God.
burn a whole entire healing rock on him.
Okay, you're
I
disabled.
that
flip
tiny
up
little-
the knife and grab it and hand it back to her.
Sorry, don't be mad at me.
Don't worry. Paper
Okay, yeah.
cuts.
Don't kick me out
Let's
like
go
my
back
parents
to the
did.
ship.
It just happened last time.
Let's- It's gonna
Please
be
let
okay.
me escape. Please don't make me escape again. I don't want to have to
We're
escape.
going to the ship. Let's go. And I give the kind of like pretty much hover hand pat on the back and point in the direction that we should
You
go.
don't want to touch
Okay.
me.
I don't like touching anyone, to be honest.
All right, fair enough. That's a valid reason.
Roxanne is actually a psychopath. We're slowly
Yeah,
learning.
Roxanne is actually a psychopath. Like legit, 100%.
Or just
All right,
crazy.
and I start ushering Roxanne towards Bob.
Oh, hi, Bob. What you doing, Bob?
Okay.
Being
You
productive.
I heard
Fair
being
enough.
attractive.
can see Bob has two like sets of looks like some sort of like some sort of tools wrapped up in like leather, almost like leather bindings. Bob is just heaving them in both arms back to the ship as you come up to him.
Well, we might as well help too. Roxanne, can you
I want to
help
go
me
to the
grab a
edge.
box?
I want to go to the edge of the pier and look over.
Okay. Roxanne wanders off while you're saying that, Rogue.
Bob
Okay.
just gives Rogue a look of, I understand. I understand the suffering.
Bob, I'm going to start bringing the boxes over towards the ship. I would love to keep an eye on Roxanne. Don't want
I
any
jump
jump.
over the pier.
And I run after.
You can fly.
Yeah, I jump. I want to go in the. I want to go on the bottom, like underneath the pier,
I'm gonna look down.
Roxanne hops under the pier.
and just sit on it.
By the time I get to the edge and I look down, do I see
There are
anyone?
you can see
Anything
like
down there?
wings outsplayed. There are like buoys and sections holding under the pier, like lengths of rope and otherwise, and nets strewn throughout the
Do
whole
I see
underside of the pier. So you just
Roxanne
kind of
not in the water, right?
no, she's sitting in this like a length of rope, hanging down from the side of the pier.
I
Just
was.
you said you wanted to sit down.
Yeah, I thought there was like wooden beams.
Sort of. Those are under the water,
Oh.
but there's hanging stuff that you can sit in.
Yeah.
All right, Roxanne, please don't get kidnapped. I'm gonna go help Bob move some stuff.
Okay.
Need me? I'm right over there. Just yell. And I
Right.
go and I walk and I start bringing the boxes over to like right to the part where I have to go out of eye shot of Roxanne.
Okay, so you
Basically,
that-
I'm keeping an eye on Roxanne while also helping Bob move boxes.
okay,
That's
you
good.
two are going back and forth and otherwise, and Bob and Rogue, as you are bringing supplies and other things back onto the ship, getting loaded up and otherwise, you both notice someone kind of walking through the docks. They look like they're looking for someone. You don't recognize them. They are a sort of
Fucking otter.
maybe half elven. You can't
Okay.
exactly tell. They have some elf in them
I thought it was
clearly.
the otter.
They've got like short pointy ears. They're wearing a white sailor's outfit, but it's very clean, and they look probably very early 20s. And they're going around just like looking over everyone. They look very much like they're looking for someone. And they
I would like to say that I still have Mrs. Cloak on, just so you know.
yeah. This person, they seem out of place. They seem like they're
Well, now I've got two people to keep my eyes on, so it's gonna be twice as hard to move boxes.
if you want to make an insight check to kind of track what they're doing and otherwise you can, or a perception, kind of depending on what
I
kind of
would
information you want.
love a perception.
Bob, you
I just
could-
want to know. Oh,
You clock this person as well. That's kind of looking
Yeah,
through the
12
crowds
on-
of people.
12 on my insight.
Okay.
that's gonna be a 14 on my perception.
Okay. The first thing you notice is they're not looking at your ship specifically. They seem to be trying to look over like this whole crowd of people that are doing stuff. There's lots of new sailors, lots of like people hauling stuff back and forth from ships, and this guy looks like he is very haphazardly just like attempting to take it all in and attempting to see someone in this crowd of people. And he seems to be focusing much more on these two ships next to yours, these two bigger ships.
Oh, okay. Probably just someone waiting for someone to come off who have never made it back.
Eh?
It's possible.
Would that-
I'm gonna keep moving boxes with my eyes peeled.
Okay.
Your one eye peeled.
Look, okay, my one eye peeled. I still have more perception than you, okay?
I'd like to fly up and find a like someone who actually like works on the dock and like it's common there.
So a doctor.
Sorry, I guess I wasn't pressing my push to dock keep earlier, was
Oh,
I?
okay.
I said Bob, on the other hand, wanders up to the individual and is like, "Hey, is there anybody we can help you find?"
Okay. So Bob, you walk up. Roxanne, you're kind of looking around as
wanna-
well for
Yeah.
dog hands. Otherwise, there's a lot of people here, and it seems like a lot of them are not dressed in their uniform, would be the best way to say it. There are lots of people doing lots of jobs.
I'd like to go
Someone
up
who
to one of
looks
them.
like they are a random sailor person is the guy Bob is talking to, actually. So Bob, you go up first of all, as Roxanne is looking around. So Bob, we'll do this first. So Bob, you go up to this person. They are, again, just up on up on the like upper part of this this deck as it starts to walk up towards the landlocked lady. And as they're looking out, you shuffle up next to them. They're quite tall and kind of lanky looking, very pale skin, pointy features, these very short pointy ears, look probably half elven, like I said.
Yep.
And you kind of shuffle up next to them, and they kind of slowly like become aware that you're standing next to them. For a second they look and they go, "Oh, hi. You were down on the that ship." He points at the Seas to Seed again.
Yep, correct.
Who might you be?
Oh, the name is Bob, renowned bard and entertainer.
Well, Bob, I'm looking for my cousin. I'm
Oh.
I'm Jim, by the way.
Pleasure to meet you, Jim. So,
Yeah,
got a name, description?
Well,
Pleiades Hawkins.
he's he looks a lot like me, a little older. He'll sometimes grow a short beard. And I guess I don't know. I haven't seen him in months. I come out every time there's a new ship. I come out and I look on the shore. He left port with I don't even remember the ship's name. I wasn't even. I didn't. He was a sailor. He was leaving port. I've been waiting for him here. We were supposed to meet here a few months ago. He told me he talked to this old lady in town here, and they were going to find some sort of machine in the Whispering Isles. I don't know what he meant. What was her name? He's kind of like touches his temple a little bit confused, like he's trying to remember stuff.
Walk up next to them and like, "Hi, Bob. Hello there. Hello there, random stranger.
Oh.
Do you happen to know anyone on the dock who would know the dock rules?"
I work here, sort of.
Oh.
It's kind of informal.
Do you know if I can fish on this dock?
Uh, Off the areas of that there's netting and otherwise, fishing is not supposed to be. No one would probably stop you. There's too many people around to. I would suggest if you want to fish, otherwise I would go down directions. The whole area around here is quite deep very soon, so you'll be able to catch pretty much anything relatively close to shore for a few miles in either direction. I know, aside from the obvious landscape
can I still
changes
like,
that have seemed to have startled a lot of fish recently, but what's your question, Roxanne?
If I can see if I recognize him, if he looks familiar to someone else here.
Okay. So you're walking up to him and otherwise, make me a history check.
Yeah, I was also separately going to ask if I recognized anybody he
Yeah, I was
described.
gonna say
You can make a history check as well.
I said
Alright.
I got an 8, but I wanted to see if he looks familiar, not a knowledge of if he was.
Well, you're trying to see if someone else in your memory is similar to
Alright.
him.
Oh, fair enough.
That is a 21.
Okay, so what you got, Roxanne?
8. 8? Was it? It was an 8, right? It was 7 or
Okay.
8.
Okay. Neither of you recognize this person. This is just some dude, at least right now.
Oh, I was more thinking like if I recognized anybody from the description he gave of his cousin.
Yeah, with a 21, I'm trying to think. A few months ago. So you've been traveling up the Firekyte Island for a bit, from all the way from the Ugly Islands up north, or down south from them up north. You've been heading. I'd say you're not certain, but there've been half elves, lanky, pale skin, maybe a beard or otherwise. There've been a few that match that description that you've seen in Isle Forge. Isle Forge is a massive city though, so the probability that someone
Yeah.
kind of would look similar,
Pretty high, yeah.
and half elves aren't dramatically uncommon. They're not the most common of races though. The elven people mostly, it actually occurs to you that it's very funny that you know 2 elves right now. Well, technically 3 because you know Ali as well, because elves are almost always very reclusive in this area. They tend to have their own societies hidden away somewhere.
And after meeting Roxanne, Bob can understand why.
Well.
Anyways, where can I buy a fishing pole?
So you might have seen someone that matches that description, though you've seen more than one that at least partially matches that description.
Where could I buy a fishing rod? What's your name?
Oh, I'm Jim.
Jim what?
My brain wants to say Halpert, but that's not his last name.
James Pleiades Hawkins.
No, Jim Irehorn.
All right, Jim Ironheart. Do you know where I could buy a fishing rod and like some bait? Is there like a fishing shop here?
There's shops. There's tools all around. If you went up to the
I pull out the map and ask him to point it.
The landlocked lady. Are you new here? Most stuff recently. It's all. There was a shop in town. There was another one outside here at the docks before, but we're scattered these days.
Okay. Where would I most likely find fishing equipment?
Landlocked lady is where I'd send you. Just go in, ask about it. They'll get you some.
Okay.
If you're getting food, people will be, I'm sure, more than happy to accommodate you.
All right. Well, all right. Thank you. And I go up to Rogue to tell him that I'm going to go buy fishing equipment.
Okay.
And I told him that Jim Ironhorn over there told me about it.
Can I do a history check on that name?
Okay. Do one.
See if it means anything. Where's my history? Oh, that's perfect. That's a 2.
Jesus.
Nothing mean nothing.
No,
If
nothing
Jim
rings a
Ironhorn
bell.
over there, who's Bob talking to right there?
His name has
told
become
me-
Ironhorn now instead of Irehorn, and that's okay because I changed it in my notes. Anyway,
he told me I want to get fishing equipment both for like when we're out on the sea, I could like fish if I'm bored, and
It is a
also
good thing
'cause-
to have.
yeah, and also just to fish right now because I'm a bit bored and I feel like it would distract my mind a bit. So I was gonna go to the landlocked lady over there and buy some equipment.
All right, you know what to do. Come running to me if anything happens.
Yeah, I'll just have my rock fly over here with like some information. I don't know, something like that, like I did earlier.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. I'll send up a single flare.
All right.
Okay.
I
Might
just
have
prance
to end it off here soon because I
Uh,
do have in the morning.
yeah, don't
and I
worry.
prance off.
So you guys, I'd say you get from this guy his
Business card.
his cousin's name was Rack.
Rack
RACK Ironhorn. Yeah.
Bob would be the only one who knows that.
Yeah. He went out to the Whispering Isles, which you'd know they are a set of what would you call it? They're a set of
I think if you zoom out, we can see it.
ice-covered islands
There it is.
up to the north
Mm-hmm.
of Isle Forge. You know, mysterious origin.
Like everything on the
Yeah, like a
map.
lot of stuff here.
People really try to summon some gods and demons.
They're icy. They're far away. They're just this massive set of islands that are all, you know, windswept, cold, and no one lives there or goes there. So, yeah, a machine there. Who knows?
Who knows? Probably another
Yeah.
cult.
And then back at where you are is Brigandine.
Oh.
So
Why is there no map of the landlocked lady yet?
because there's no combat in the Landlocked Lady.
But no.
There
just
is
for
no
sure.
combat in Bossing Say.
There, just to be clear, there is a map of the Landlocked Lady. We're looking at it right now.
No, inside of it.
Why would you need a map of the inside? That
No, to know-
encourages you
no.
to kill people in the Landlocked Lady.
I'm not gonna murder anyone. I will never do
All
that.
right. So are we gonna slip off here?
I think as I actually so you guys are all well, what I'll say is as you're all gathering stuff together, getting ready and otherwise moving stuff back and forth, talking to people that look concerned and otherwise, you hear a loud trumpeting horn coming back from the Landlocked Lady.
Oh, what now?
And
That-
many people look up, and it looks like there's like a couple guards around the area as well that look up, and they start to move up towards the Landlocked Lady. And I think as that happens, we'll, call it for today.